Hello? Hello, hello? Y'all, it is so gonna take some getting used to seeing my hair with my hair with the headphones. It's one of the things that like I will get over it. But seeing myself with shorter hair in the past has been like, it looks silly with the headphones on. So I'm just gonna have to get over it because I do like the haircut. Overall, I do like it. It's very nice. It is very much gonna take some getting used to just in general, and also just seeing the OBS preview out of the corner of my eye is gonna be interesting. So, yes, hi Bella. Yes, you need attention right this second because I started talking, huh? Goodness. Goodness, goodness, goodness. Lonely, hello. Congrats on being first. Been sick all day. Boo. Also, hi, Looney. Enjoy the recharge. All right, if you haven't seen it, I did post a picture. I'll say, like, if you want to, like, honestly, I feel like get the full better vibes, that picture is probably better, but, if you haven't seen it, my hair's just a little bit different now. just maybe short. I maybe decided to be super brave and I cut it short. This is the shortest I have ever had my hair ever. And it still feels very weird. It's the like, I can't hide behind my hair. Because it's not there. It was stolen. Someone stole your hair? Yes. A good portion of it is sitting in a bag on the desk. Because it was deemed that is just long enough that we could, like, you know, ponytail it in a couple of spots to cut it to donate it. So, yes, Goldie, I opened it before stream. What is? And what am I supposed to do with it? Hi, no tarot still? Okay. I that's what I was literally contemplating during the starting soon. Is like, am I gonna turn tarot back on? So here's the thing, y'all. You gotta bear with me today. Um, the focus is gonna be like so great today. Um, I ran out of my meds on Sunday, and the pharmacy and the doctor and communication between the two of those things has been completely fucked. So the first few days were like okay, because my stuff is like stuff that like builds up in your system, but like making it today, I'm like, okay, I'm definitely starting to notice the lack of things. So going off the rails, it's fine. I totally have the ability to focus. The thing is, like, I noticed it more before stream because I was checking a Twitch email and I was scrolling through it and there was like different links to stuff. And usually, you know, in medicated form, I could just scroll through the things and I could click on the links and check the stuff. But in the going back and forth between the email and Steam and Google form things and whatnot, and also having Twitch open, it took way longer than it should have, and I kept clicking, getting distracted, and then would randomly pick up my phone. It's so annoying. I hate it so much. It's like, brain, please function. So, we're gonna see how it goes. Gonna see. It's late, leech, lychee, late, lechy, lychee. Lychee. There's okay. That's how you say it. I found the how to pronounce thing. Lychee. Okay. So, in terms of focus, if you would like a very unfocused tarot card, I'm not opposed to unpausing them, but I figured in terms of things for me being distracted, maybe I shouldn't. So you peel the red shell and eat. There's a large seed in the middle. Okay. So, let us grab the Mad Lib before I get more distracted, shall we? Because I know it's going to be a thing. Okay. CT, yours is a plural noun. Was there any other Mad Libs? Yeah, okay, so Looney and CT, both of yours are plural nouns. Plural nouns. Looks like a giant grape. Yeah, I was gonna say, it looks kind of like but it's pokey. But I guess if you said you take off the shell. The other thing on top of it is, you know, ADHD symptoms are worse when lack of sleep. And I definitely did not get to bed at a good time last night. And it's just, I tried to. It just didn't happen. I'm tired. And then also just dealing with my Friday students, which in the grand scheme of things, today was a lot better than the last Friday I was there, because I was not there last Friday because I was sick. The Friday before that was absolutely insane. Today, I definitely had, there were still issues and whatnot. There was one fight that almost boiled over that I actually managed to, like, separate, and the kid was willing to separate and go away versus punching the other kid's face. So we'll take that as a huge win, because that's the first time all year they've been able to do that. So yeah, I was gonna say, don't eat the shell. Yes. Rocks? Rocks? You went to a national park today? Fun. Okay, let's see. We got a Disney fact here. Okay. The animated Beauty and the Beast, the animated Beast in Beauty and the Beast, the 1991 version, is inspired by a mix of a lion, a buffalo, a wild boar, a gorilla, a wolf, and a bear. Okay. Like, obviously, like, all the fur around the whatever, like, is definitely very mane-like, like a lion. Buffalo, a wild boar, a gorilla, a wolf, and a bear. Okay. That's, yeah, I was gonna say that's a lot, but like if you think about it, I'm looking at the picture, I'll hold up here in a second. But like, I get it, because it's like, okay, obviously, like, his bushy hair, whatever, around his face is the mane. The buffalo is his horns. I don't know where the wild boar comes into this. Like, the gorilla is definitely, like, in the eyebrows of them being, like, the big pronounced and whatnot. But that is a lot of animals. I don't know if I'm seeing where the wolf came in. The bear, I think, is more just in the big size of it of stuff, maybe, too, also. Like, obviously, he was definitely inspired by some animals and stuff. But I don't think I realized it was that many. Had a similar fruit called rambutan? Never heard of that one. They sure do rock. Rocks do rock. Rocks are cool. Honestly, one of my favorite college classes I've ever taken. Like, rocks rock. That was such a fun class. Okay. Also, plural nouns. Okay. Looney, am I putting rocks for the plural noun? Is that the vibe here? Where's my pen? And then CT, yours is also a plural noun. Did I miss things? Goodness, y'all. I can feel the effort of the, like, come on. You can do the thing. Oh, okay. I'm realizing yesterday I was working on scheduling VODs and that I didn't actually get around to this. I was gonna fill in the rest of this because we're not done with it yet, but we are within 2. A lot of cheese. Cheese sounds yummy. But cheese always sounds yummy. Okay. There's an adjective and a plural noun left. I'm seriously considering of like, I really want to play Final Fantasy. I know we didn't like get to it last week because of being sick and whatnot. I'm like, I think we can jump in and try it tonight, but I will say this. I was like, my focus is very short attention span right now, and I know a lot of it is just due to me being tired. But it's like, oh my gosh. I'm very glad that it is only one more Friday. I have one more Friday of the school year. And the thing that's gonna be really weird is we have 1 hour early releases on Mondays for like PLC meetings and stuff. But this is not like a new thing. I just forget that they do it, but I guess if anything, it's weird that we still have an early release next week. Because typically in the last few years, like the entire month of June didn't have the 1 hour early releases. But I also just think it kind of sucks that the last two Mondays, just the last Monday. And also, like, in terms of, like, scheduling things and parents remembering, with the last Monday of the school year is not an early release. So, we're just gonna have this, like, extra hour of time with the children that we normally don't have on Mondays. And, already a week that is, like, the kids are, thrown off because, into the school year and there's different schedule things and spirit days and field day things and, like, all of those things happening. It's like, sure, let's just go ahead and have them stay for another hour. It's like, why? Like, it's been like that in the past few years that, like, it stops in June, but we only have 2 more Mondays. So, I'm actually, like, for some of the kids, I'm kind of bummed that I won't have them again next year. Because I realized that there's a kid that I had at my previous school who moved to this school. So, like, I just continued to have her, and I had her brother last year, but he was a 5th grader last year. And I'm just kind of bummed because she's a 4th grader this year, so I've had her since 1st grade, so I won't have her for her 5th grade year. I'm like, aw, I'm kind of bummed about that because I won't be there, which also it's one of those things, like, that would be if I had her class next year because of the schedule change that I won't be, my secondary school is not much of a secondary school because next year I will have a Monday school, and then my current Monday, Tuesday school I will be there the rest of the week. So with all the Mondays we missed, there's going to be so many weeks that I just don't go to my secondary school. So yeah, it'll be interesting because they did a lot of schedule changes this time. And people who taught middle school and elementary have been, forced to pick between the two. So, like, some of the middle school people are now, like, multiple middle schools. So, like, they're gonna have to, like, travel, like, every day, I guess. Like, they'll spend the morning at one school and the afternoon at another school. Because they decided schedule-wise they didn't want to have to, which, like, I get it, it's fair, but, like, there's a lot of scheduling conflicts of, like, when the middle school changes schedule and the elementary school changes schedule, or the elementary, doesn't change schedule, and the middle school does, and obviously, like, it's a thing that, like, they would teach, it's mostly the choir teachers, like, they would have their period or 2 of choir, and then they would go to the elementary schools. But now they had to pick. So I'm like, some of them, it's like, okay, that's going to be different. That's going to definitely be a change for some people of, like, You know, obviously some people chose to stay middle school and some people chose to stay elementary school. But still. Also, in terms of YouTube VOD channel things and whatnot, the ones that got posted today are a lot of emotional damage. Put them in the fridge. I'm assuming Talarian put them in the fridge. We had them in the kitchen. I don't know if he actually... I'm assuming he put them in the fridge. I got a lost. Yeah, that's about accurate fishing. That seems about right. Hey, you got a marlin! You got the blue marlin. Well, aren't you fancy? They won't go bad quickly. They're just better cold. Okay. You caught a blue marlin. Speaking of blue marlins, I've been posting the occasional short on YouTube and TikTok and whatnot. And I'm not even gonna attempt to understand the TikTok algorithm. The TikTok algorithm, obviously, like, the current clip I posted got some views and things like that, and, you know, when I post them, they're getting views and things. Not a ton, but they're at least getting some. And, you know, that's normal for the newest post to be getting stuff. There are 2 other clips that the algorithm keeps showing them to people. And one of them I'm not surprised with because it is one that randomly keeps getting shown and liked. That clip of the, I'm going on the left. That one, to this day, still gets likes and responses and whatnot. So that one's not out of the ordinary to get a random like here and there. The blue marlin clip of me catching a blue marlin in Palia in the last week or so keeps getting views and more likes. I'm like, I don't know why TikTok is showing that clip. Out of all of the other recent clips, I don't know why. The other thing that is weird, so typically when you post a TikTok, like, it will show it to people, you know, within the first, you know, hour. And then either it goes farther or it doesn't. And if it doesn't, it's dead and it pretty much doesn't go anywhere else after that. So the fact that the blue marlin clip's randomly getting likes again is really weird. The other thing that is weird is the Alien Isolation clip that I posted like a week or 2 ago. It got its first like blip of views, but then it got like a secondary blip of views this week that it was like multiple, you know, more, you know, not just one singular more view, like a whole handful of more views and a couple more likes. So that was also weird. You have seen them? Yay! I appreciate you watching them. I'm trying to be more selective in things that end up being clipped and what I post. I'm approaching it differently this time than I did before. Last time I was clipping... I guess my motivation behind me clipping my own VODs is different than it was before. My motivation when I was clipping before was... I mean, it's still at least a little bit similar, but I was, you know, documenting moments in the playthrough. Not necessarily... Oh, excuse me. Just clipping moments that I think would be interesting to watch as a short or a TikTok. You know, like what would get the likes and the clicks kind of thing. Like, I'm being a little more selective in the clipping now. I'm also not posting necessarily in chronological order. So, like, in terms of, like, the Final Fantasy ones, those will probably be semi in order of whatever I post. There's a couple of VODs that have already gone past in the last couple of months that I didn't have time to sit through and clip. I'm trying to get more caught up on that, so I made some clips of, like, Man of Medan as the last thing I clipped. But, like, I only got that one for El Paso Elsewhere. It's not like I'm losing the content. It's just it's not on Twitch anymore, so it makes it harder to clip later. So I'm trying to just post a variety of things, not necessarily sticking with what I was before. I'm taking more of a quality over quantity approach on clips right now. So for any of you who clip, I appreciate you clipping. Extra bonus points if you link it in Discord, which makes it a lot easier for me to find it. Saw the El Paso one? Okay. It was like, I did that one clip because that was one that was like, no, I have to go back and clip this moment. That one was like I have to go back and clip that. Because that's necessary. So there's, you know, and just like, I'm clicking through VODs and being, you know, I'm not doing like I was before that I was like sitting and watching it. I wasn't watching, you know, I was sitting and watching at 2x speed, whatnot. But I'm, you know, I'm more clicking through the VODs and, you know, I'm doing it now, obviously, because they're only, you know, at max 2 months old, the VODs that I'm going through. That in that time period when I was doing stuff, I started at some point and then I was just going in chronological order. And I wanted to post in chronological order, so then I ended up getting way behind. So then it got to the point that the VODs I was watching weren't VODs, they were highlights, and then, you know, I was so far behind that it had been long enough since I had streamed it. I didn't necessarily remember specific moments that would be, you know, clippable kind of thing. And I don't, you know, necessarily like have, you know, the memory to remember all of those moments of things. I need to fix the clip button on my stream deck, because it's not actually clipping the stuff anymore. It used to, but it's not actually working anymore. In theory it should be, but I don't know why it's not. So it's just the recent of like, okay, I've streamed it recent enough that it's in the, you know, the memory that it's like, okay, I kind of remember now there, you know, this part I know there's nothing I'm gonna clip, so I could skip over watching it and stuff. You're stuck in a spiral of need to do's and not getting things done. Like, yeah. So that, honestly, that's kind of like a tricky thing with the amount of content that I have, like, you know, either streamed or recorded and stuff. Is the, like, you know, just because it's, quote, older content doesn't necessarily mean it's, like, out of date or bad content, if that makes sense. And there's a lot of stuff that it is older that I think is, you know, still worthy of doing other stuff with. I still have the, like, you know, stuff like I have all of the clips of the entirety of our Shining Pearl playthrough, like our Pokemon Shining Pearl, that I made clips along the way and I posted them. So they're like all available on like YouTube and TikTok and whatnot. But like posting them along the way, and I have all those, and I was editing all those clips into like a, you know, a clip compilation video of moments along the way in the playthrough and putting all those clips into one big long video. And I've done that for some of the other games, but I still have all those like Pokemon clips. So I still have had the thought of like, well, it's kind of been like 3 years since we did this Pokemon Shiny Pearl playthrough. Do I still bother to edit all of those clips into a clip compilation video? Or is that like weird to post because it's not like a recent playthrough or a current thing? But also, like, I don't think it's necessarily bad. I mean, maybe I would go back and approach it differently now. I wouldn't necessarily include every single clip I made. I would maybe, you know, be a bit more selective and, like, you know, cut some of them out and make it a bit shorter or something like that. Because you have other things you want to get done. Yeah, like, definitely in terms of outside of live content, The priority is I would love to get back to editing and posting the Cozy Grove playthrough, and I would love to get back to editing the Final Fantasy 14 ones. Like, I would, in terms of priority, I would like to get the content that I have exclusively recorded for YouTube, edited, and posted. You know, in terms of the reality with the fact that we have a YouTube VOD channel now, like, is it edited? No. But is it available on YouTube? Pretty much everything is at this point. We're halfway through the 2024 VODs. So we're, you know, within we're within a year-ish of VODs being posted, that we're almost all the VODs are available. And then at that point, they will be available. So, like, you know, if you're wanting to watch it in YouTube content format, whatnot, like, it's going to be available because the VOD channel. Yes, getting back to Final Fantasy 14. Needed to do that too. Yeah, I was like, I want to get back to it. Hi, Ranch. Hello, it's good to see you. How's it going? It looks great, thank you. I keep seeing it out of the corner of my eye in OBS and going, it's so weird. Where is it? Where's my hair? And I guess the thing is, too, I'm just not used to, like, the shape of my face. I'm like, I'm not hiding behind my hair. And it's weird. It's weird. It's like, okay. But the thing that I realized, like, it's okay. I don't dislike my face. It's just weird that it's out there and not hiding behind a ton of hair. Making frozen pizza? Yes. Does it dry a lot quicker? Yes. Your hair ditched us. It did. It did. Junk, welcome back for a 41st month with the Penguin Colony. I super duper appreciate you doing that. Welcome back for another month. Enjoy your sub badge and your emotes. So I haven't, like, actually, like, washed it yet. But I did just, like, get it wet, you know, rinse and, like, let it dry yesterday just to see what it would do. If you want to see it, like, immediately after me getting it cut, there's a picture in the announcements channel. Because I was curious to see, because the thing is, as you can see, my hair is, like, actually kind of curly. So it's kind of doing its own thing, and this is the problem I had before when I got it cut short and I got it cut with the bangs. Like, these aren't really bangs, it's just the same-ish thing on both sides, so kind of, but not really. You know, it just, that is the length it goes to. So that's the thing that I'm gonna have to get used to, is this is just gonna do whatever the fuck it wants, unless if I actually take the time to, like, flat iron it or something, because this part is always gonna, like, be... You know, we're gonna have half of it's gonna curl one way and half's gonna curl the other. And unless if I actually want to try to strangle it to do something else, that is just how it's gonna be. And I just have to get used to that. Because it's just gonna have a mind of its own. And I'm just gonna have to live with it, even though it might bug me. Cat or squish. Just when I get more of the squish pictures taken, labeling some of them is maybe possibly just gonna be absolutely silly. Sure, anime hair accepted. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yep. It's like, it's just gonna do its own thing. There's nothing we can do about it. It is very weird just having it be this short. This is the shortest it has ever been. Like, the last, you know, the next shortest I've had it was the time before I cut my hair again. Whenever that was, like 3 years ago? I guess at this point, when the last time I had short hair, that it was, like, just short enough that, like, you couldn't see it with my headphones. Like, it, you know, it was the length of where my headphones hit. So it was short, but not, it's still not quite as short, because the back of this is really, really short. Now, if this little cough could go away, and, like, actually go away, that would be great. That would be, like, really swell. before you look in the mirror without, yeah, it will be a second before I actually get used to it without going, wait, what? The kids' reactions. I'm excited to see what my Monday, Tuesday school thinks, because I got it cut on Wednesday, so I haven't been to my Monday, Tuesday school yet with it. But the reactions of the kids today and yesterday were so great. So many of them were like, oh my gosh, I love your hair. Like, I was happy that, like, most of them were, like, really, really supportive of it. I was like, what? So many of them were so confused. And I got a couple kids, they're like, you look like a boy. I'm like, but your teacher has short, you know, it's funny because I'm like, half the teachers at the school that are feminine presenting have short hair. So I was just like, so you're just realizing this now that you can have whatever length the hair, which culturally I get it from the kids that it came from, of like, yes, you very much are gonna have long hair and masculine is gonna have short hair, and it's weird to you that I have short hair. So I get it. Yeah, I can imagine the tiny kids being, who are you? Yeah, I definitely had a couple kids tell me that they're like, I didn't, you know, I thought we had a sub. I didn't realize it was you. You know, as they're walking in and whatnot. It was really good. It was really good, but everyone seemed to like it and whatnot. I got a lot of questions of kids of like, why? So I explained that it was like, well, I wanted it short for summer, and it was long enough that I could cut it to donate it. And it was also, you know, a cool thing because most of these kids have never heard of like donating your hair. They're like, what? You know, and explaining like, you know, wigs for kids or whatnot, or locks of love, which, in case, I don't even know, is locks of love still a thing? In case you don't know, don't send your hair to locks of love if you donate. I did that back in the day in like middle school, but don't do that. I haven't researched recently, and I'll double check before I send my hair places, but wigs for kids is definitely better. Locks of love, I don't know if they're I think they're still technically a non-profit, but it's very much a yeah, we're gonna sell your hair for money. And, you know, obviously my hair being red hair, none of that went to wigs. They sold it, of course, I'm sure. When I was like 6. Yeah, Saturday, they're doing wigs for kids, I believe. Okay. Yeah, it was like, I don't remember the details because it's been so many years, but I remember it specifically in high school because we would have a day every year that we would do like charity projects for like the community, and at the end of the day we would have like a, you know, concert assembly thing, and one of the things that happened at that would be any kids that signed up to donate their hair, they would go up on stage and they would cut their hair. So I remember that being a thing of it not being, you know, the change of like, I think maybe the first year was locks of love and they changed it or something. Maybe that was the first time it was wigs for kids. I don't know what it was, but I remember that being a thing that was discussed. Yes, Saturday's tomorrow. That is how the days of the week work. Honestly, like, I'm like, okay. This week actually felt like it actually went by pretty fast, and I think that's purely because, you know, I still had to radio and still had issues with kids and whatnot, but I didn't have anything like major like the last couple of days. And I think that's also me being like over hyper proactive, in the sense like, as I was walking the line of 5th graders in today, I didn't, you know, I don't see it as a failure on my part, because I know from previous interactions with the students, like, me going over there is not going to do anything, and then if I leave this line, I'm going to lose the rest of the class. So I made the choice today of stay here with the line of 5th graders and make them stay on the line and walk with me to where we need to be, and radio about the other kid versus going to deal with the other problem. Because this kid, I don't know what his hyperfocus is on the mats, but literally, like, we walk in, I say, we're staying in the line. Leaves the line, direct diagonal beeline to the mats and starts knocking him over. I was like, child, no. Luckily, someone, like, I radioed, and the person who came in is, like, really good, like, relationship-wise with this kid because she's known him. I don't have that benefit because I've only known the kid for, you know, the equivalent of like a week of school time over the last 2 years. But immediately got him out of the mats and like just sit on the wall. It's like, just go sit on the wall. You're not going to participate, sit on the wall is your option. Kids were too shocked by the sudden change to cause trouble. Yeah, some of the kids were definitely like the look of confusion, and the younger ones were very shocked. Like, they were doing double takes of hair. And then I kept having moments of like, wait, what? So I kept forgetting. And then I'm like, oh, right. I kind of have like a lot shorter hair than last time I saw him. Because, you know, the first day I was like, okay, it was pretty active. But today I had a couple times I was like, wait, what? Oh, right. Oh, right. I kind of chopped like a ton of my hair off. It's fine. I like it though. It definitely feels really weird. Like, but weird in like a good way, because it's nice to have the weight off. It already feels like great having it off for like heat and whatnot, because today it's like already 80 something out. So, which was perfect. I was kind of bummed. I had stuff that I had to work on during my prep that I didn't get to go out and see what they were up to, but they were doing a beach day today. So it was like a field day thing where they went out there and did an obstacle course. I don't know what they were doing. But it was beach day, and they had an activity outside for each grade to go do. So, yeah, the thing I need to remember is that, I think... No, yeah, because, okay, next Friday, because it's Friday, that's what it is. Because the following week, we're out at that point. This next Friday is going to be a chaotic day just because of, you know, field day kind of stuff. But then I need to remember that, like, spirit day stuff is happening the last week of school. Because why would we want to calm, not, you know, less chaotic, try to make things normal last week of school? Let's have a spirit week the last weeks of school. I'm like, great, cool. And the thing is, the one for the Monday is like where each grade has like a color. So I need to wear, like, I guess I could just wear my pride shirt or something. I need to wear just rainbow, because I think technically arts block is pink. Like, if you're not like assigned to a specific grade level, you're supposed to be pink, I think is what it is. But I'm like, I think I'm just gonna wear rainbow and just be all the grade levels. Like, I never know what to do with that. And it also seems like a good excuse for the fact that, you know, Pride Month and whatnot seems like a good excuse to just wear the rainbow shirt. Because, like, why not? But then the other thing, like, I need to actually look, because I have some pretty wild patterns of clothing. But the one thing I guess I don't get is whoever picked the days is, why is it Wacky Tuesday? Wacky Clothes Day is not on a Wednesday. Like, it's supposed to be Wacky Wednesday. I don't know why they put it on a Tuesday, but Tuesday is like wacky patterns is what it's supposed to be. So you're supposed to wear like mishmash different patterns and whatnot. So, color for clothing when she got her job as an art teacher. Honestly, like, the art teacher at my Thursday Friday school is so awesome. She also makes like a lot of her stuff, or like will take old things and remake it into something else. Like, she is like very much art teacher. Quote, I have ADHD, so I tend to focus on everything all at once. Past me, it's not wrong. That's a very perfect quote for today. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. It's fine. We focus on everything all at once. Y'all, I have been playing so much of Life and Land off stream. I know we played it on stream, and I played when where is it on the list? There it is. I am up to almost 25 hours in this game, y'all. I'm trying to get all the achievements. It is way too fun. It's fine. Why? okay, for future people, it's quote 76. But why past me? I understand that's from Words on Stream, but why? She painted the cabinets in rainbow order, like red to orange and orange. And okay, same with the tables, chairs too. That's fun. That's super fun. What was the context? I'm assuming the word Cox was in the Words on Stream thing. I'm assuming my assumption is that we had multiple levels that had the word Cox in it. I mean chickens, exactly. Like I'm assuming that was we had multiple things. That was also in 2020, which for context, back in ye olden days of 2020. What are you kidding? It's still 2020. We would play Words on Stream like every stream that we used to play Words on Stream. And when we discovered it, also Gartic. We would play that as a like palate cleanser in between games when we swapped games, because we consistently there was a time period where we like consistently streamed 2 games a stream. Which we definitely still do on a regular basis, but not nearly as often as we used to. How curious that came to be slang term male chicken, right? So manhood, I guess. I'm sure there's probably some reasoning behind something or whatnot of linguistics of things. Okay, speaking linguistic things. I'm very curious as these kids age up and things and whatnot. I'm very curious to see in the future if hand sanitizer just becomes hanitizer as like an actual legit word. Because I got reminded of it the other day because a kid asked to go get hanitizer, and it's just like I get it, but you know, kid shortening. It's more convenient to say, but I'm curious to see if it, you know, if it sticks around outside of them just being kids. Of if, as they grow up, they, you know, do they start to say hand sanitizer because they know that's what it actually is called? Or do they just continue to say hanitizer? Which, honestly, makes 100% sense. It's hand-atizer. You're sanitizing your hands. It makes sense. It's I think it's a fine. Yes, it works. My mom calls hand sanitizer germ juice. Yeah, it's totally a COVID generation thing. Yeah, because you know they're so used to the hand sanitizer. It was the hand sanitizer in it. You know, anytime you know you went into a room for arts block, anytime you went into the cafeteria, which. They actually, good on them, at least, not my Thursday, Friday school doesn't. My Monday, Tuesday school still does hand sanitizer on the way into the cafeteria for lunch. That they kept that around from, you know, COVID routine stuff. I think that's an excellent idea. Cleansing goop, yes. But honestly, hanitizer makes perfect sense as a word. So I'm curious to see if the COVID generation of children keep that as a word. It's one of those things, it's like, you know, you can see a word in the making. Like, you know, this is how things get nicknamed and whatnot. Frozen pizza's almost done for some reason. I also seem to want nachos. I just want bread and some form of cheese. I mean, sure, why not? Like, there's so many forms of bread and cheese that you can eat. Like, yes. Bread and cheese is delicious. The cruise I was on had sinks at the buffet. They had people sing songs about washing hands all day. Yeah, like, wash the hands, do the thing. Did anyone else get taught to, like, sing, like, Happy Birthday or the ABCs while washing your hands to know how long you should wash your hands for? A book you read it? Oh! Frindle. Yeah, I have not read that book, but, isn't the cover, like, it's like a little boy, like, with red curly hair with glasses, right? Like, I remember seeing that book around. It's about a kid that started calling pens Frindles, and it actually became a whole thing, and products were made and such. Huh. I feel like that is also, like, on similar lines of, like, the aglet. Of, you know, all of a sudden everyone knows what an aglet is because of Phineas and Ferb, which apparently I saw a clip, I saw like I don't know, an Instagram reel, whatever, from, what's her name? Is it Allison? I think it's Allison. Allison Stone? Allison, whoever voices Isabella. That apparently they're making new episodes of Phineas and Ferb. And I'm kind of excited about it. I'm kind of maybe possibly excited about it. Because I'm so down for that to be a thing. If I really want to clean my hands, I'll sing a little song. I sang in elementary school. It had 3 segments, each 8-second song. Good for rounds. Nice. Okay. Yes, that's exactly what the cover looked like. It's so bizarre. Like, out of all the things for my brain to remember as a non-visual brain, to, like, remember that that's what it looks like. You knew about aglets before that episode, so I was confused why it needed to be making it a big deal. Yeah, I did not know about aglets until that episode. Season 5 out soon? Okay. I'm assuming it's gonna be on Disney Plus and stuff. Because I definitely am gonna need to watch that. Definitely gonna need to watch that. Just... If you all have not watched Phineas and Ferb, go watch Phineas and Ferb. It's just fun. When will their summer end? Never. I'm assuming maybe at some point they pretend it's another summer. Hi, Fo. It's good to see you. How's it going? The funniest thing is there is actually an episode, I don't know which specific number, but there is an episode that Ferb, or no, I think it's, no, Phineas says something about it. That Phineas, references of, like, doesn't the summer feel like it's been going on for a really long time or whatnot? Like, there is, like, there is that, like, fourth wall breaking thing. Of course, on Disney Plus. Okay, premieres on June 5th. Really? I didn't realize it was that soon. I, like, just saw, like, in the last week of, like, hey, we're, you know, recording voices and stuff. I just saw that. That is exciting. So, we should watch some episodes of Phineas and Ferb, right? So, supposedly when you experience a ton of new things, time seems to move slower. Yeah, I guess so. I guess that makes sense, but, like, in terms of things, like, each episode is a day, so... Because it was one of those things, too, like, I had the thought of, like, well, if there's only 104 days of summer vacation, can they only have, you know, essentially 52 episodes? Because each, you know, episode is, like, 2 days of summer. The trailer? Okay. Time to use my brother's Disney Plus account to binge the whole thing. Yes.
All right.
Okay. 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 Hold on, y'all. We're watching this. We need to watch this. We need to watch this. Hold on. Let me move chat so I can see you all. Okay. Y'all, we're watching the trailer together.
All right, here we go.
Long time no see.
I know what we're gonna do today.
We're gonna bust Phineas and Ferb once and for all.
Are we gonna do this again?
Agent P, we suspect
Finally.
that
Oh my
Doofenshmirtz
gosh.
is back to his evil ways. And by suspect, I mean...
He updated his social media status to evil again.
Check it out. Gecko gear.
Red Bull hot tub.
It's a submarine sandwich submarine. I can't believe we hadn't thought of it sooner.
Everyone, hold on!
Right? Just like
Yes.
old times.
Time
Oh
for
my
the
god, was
musical
that a
dance
marlin?
sequence.
Was that a marlin?
I am ready for summer shenanigans.
Come on, guys.
Let's do this! Oh, there you are, Perry. You guys are so weird.
Oh my gosh, that's great. Yeah, fair enough. Probably a swordfish being used as a sword. But still. And it sounds like they got all of the actual people to come back and do the voices for it and stuff, which is awesome. And it seems just like a continuation, maybe? At the same time not passing like The Simpsons, yeah. It's like yeah, it's like I think there is like an episode or so. There's something that is them like later on, but I don't think they'd actually like jumped the actual timeline. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. I never actually watched that. I was a Disney kid, not a Nickelodeon kid, but I've seen clips of it. And that show seems like it seemed interesting. Like what in the world is going on in the clips I have seen. Oh, one of the creators on TikTok, so I've seen bits and pieces. Okay. Yeah, I have not... I very much took a break from TikTok. Like, to the point that the app signed me out and I had to reactivate the app on my phone because it had been so long since... I had to tell it to, like, reactivate it because it had gone into, like, the deep sleep mode because I hadn't opened it in so long. But now I haven't been scrolling a ton on TikTok. But when I post a clip, obviously I'm going on there to check, like, notifications and whatnot, so. Again, in the past month, yeah, I was like, I just got back to it with posting clips and such. I'm trying not to scroll a ton. It also just isn't the same scrolling on TikTok anymore. I would rather scroll YouTube shorts than TikTok at this point, just in terms of, like, what the algorithm and how the For You page is now. I would rather scroll and watch the stuff of people I subscribe to on YouTube. Old Cartoon Network had masterpieces. Foster's Courage, Billy and Mandy. What is it? Kind? Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Yeah, it's like I've heard about most of those shows, but they're not ever ones I watched. Okay, in terms of Nickelodeon things, I would like to watch more SpongeBob. I would not be opposed to watching more SpongeBob. We watched season 1 of SpongeBob together in like a movie night, literally, like, I think 5 years ago. I think it was back in the ye old days of weekly movie night or show nights. That was something we watched towards the beginning. Like, we watched scary movies, and then we watched like Stranger Things. And then we watched, like, we watched some Power Rangers, Mystic Force, and SpongeBob. We hated Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Yeah, Ed, Ed, and Eddie is definitely not a show that I would be, I think, into. Like, it's definitely, like, as an adult, I can get some of, like, the humor of some of those, like, Cartoon Network, you know, shows from the time. As a kid, though, I didn't think SpongeBob was funny. Like, I didn't find it, like, I didn't find any of that kind of style of humor or anything entertaining. So, like, I could maybe give some things, like, a try now, but I definitely was not into them as a kid. Codename Kid Next Door. Okay. So, advice for someone trying to break doom scrolling habits that they recommend to count grains of rice for an hour. Oh, since it's the same level of productivity, I have gone in and set, like, the daily limits for, like, Facebook and, like, TikTok and even, like, YouTube has, like, I have the, like, time things. So, like, if it's outside, like, this point of the time of the day, it's like, hey, you should stop. Facebook is one that it's like, I haven't been great the last week with it because you can do a, like, hey, remind me in 5 minutes, which even if I end up scrolling, I have it set to, like, a half-hour time limit because usually, like, I scroll during lunch and whatever. So if I end up with a little bit more than that, it's like, it's fine. Remind me in 5 minutes. But, like, still having that pop-up of, like, because it just stops. Like, it's been 5 minutes. You got to either manage it and say another, 5 minutes or 15 minutes or ignore it. Which, obviously, I'm not going to allow myself to push that. But even just having that, like, okay, I just need a couple minutes. Zone out. Whatever of a break during the day. Or, like, work or whatever, whether it's work, break, or lunch or whatever. It's like, okay, it's fine. Another 5 minutes is not the end of the world, and it stops me. Because I need that, like, physical, like, stop. You've been scrolling. Because, realizing how long you've been scrolling for is hard. Should rewatch old SpongeBob, too. I did rank one list for shows, too, and one for movies. Yeah. So if no one has seen it since becoming an adult, regular show. Oh, I remember seeing clips of that one. Oh goodness, what's the... I'm blanking on the name of the show right now. But there's another one that Talarian, like, has watched it. And randomly will rewatch episodes of... What is it? The Secret... No, it's not The Secret. Like, what is... It's like a blue bunny character, and they're, like, orange fish friend. And, like, their father is, like, a giant pink bunny. I'm blanking on the name of the show right now. Does that help at all? One of the characters is a floating balloon. That one's a very interesting show. Watching it, like, seeing bits of... Amazing World of Gumball. Thank you. I was like, I know it's a something. That one, some of those episodes are wild. Like, watching, like, it's not a show I, like, knew of as a kid. But watching them as adults, like, oh, what is happening? Regular show is great because it's episodic, but still had character arcs that span a season, so you can sit down and chill for a bit without worrying about missing anything. Nice. Okay. I love Courage the Cowardly Dog because it would be on TV. I'd be all proud of myself for making it through an episode because it was always spooky. I was like 5. Okay. It helped to watch with my older siblings, and I loved rewatching episodes because I wouldn't be as scared. Okay. Yeah, I've never seen, like, I've seen, like, memes and clips and different stuff, but I've never actually seen an episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog, so, like, I don't even know what the general vibe of how the show usually goes. But I don't know. I wouldn't be opposed to, like, watching stuff. I just know I'm very bad at sitting down and, like, actually watching things. Wait, hold on. Is this... Wait, we actually have a Zootopia 2 teaser trailer? I don't think I realized that that was a thing. I don't think I realized... Okay. I guess I don't understand why we need a Zootopia 2. I also don't understand why they're making a Toy Story 5. Recommend Adventure Time, but just so you know, every few silly, wacky episodes, there'll be one that is a punch in the gut, in your emotional gut. Yeah. That's another show that I've heard That's another show that, like, I've heard things and clips and characters and whatnot, and just, I wouldn't be opposed to watching it and seeing if I like it, because that's one that, like, with what I know of the show and seen of the show, I could see myself liking it, but I could also see myself, like, not liking it at all. But I've never watched an episode, so I'm not sure. Yes, Lonely. They're apparently making a Toy Story 5, and I don't know why. I don't know why. They should have stopped at 3. 3 was amazing. It is what we needed. Of like a, hey, this many years later or whatever. They should have stopped at that point. Because Toy Story 4 sucked. Yeah, Toy Story 4 was just... It just wasn't great. Like, it's not like the story was bad or anything. We just... I don't feel like we needed that story for them. Like, it was totally fine for us to be left with of, like, you know, here they are now. They're at this house, like... Haven't seen past Toy Story 3. I agree. It felt like a nice wrap on the story. Yeah. Toy Story 3 is fine. Like, Toy Story 4... Toy Story 4 is just... Like, I think the adventure of it is fun, but the actual, like, telling of things, like, specifically, like, with Bo Peep and Woody, like, I don't like how they did what they did with them as characters. And also, just, why does Forky need to exist? I will say this. If Forky ever if Forky has been on a list of, like, leaked of, like, possible Disney Dreamlight Valley characters, I might, like, just lose out on progression of things in the game purely because I would not want to have Forky. Just no. Because there's, like, I think we talked... There's a picture in Discord somewhere about it. I think we talked about it. Of some of the other characters, it's like, okay, I wouldn't be, like, in terms of who is in the Valley currently, like, I wouldn't be opposed to some other characters being added. Like, I really, like, I am not, like, Toy Story has never been one that has been, like, my favorite Disney movie or Pixar or whatever, like, and I think, at this point, like, I chalk it up to that's my sister's favorite. Like, because, you know, I, watched it so many times because she wanted to watch it kind of thing. So, like, I don't dislike it. But Disney Dreamlight Valley has actually made me it's actually made me like Woody and Buzz again. Like, I never disliked them, but it's made me like them more as characters. But if they added Forky, I'd be so mad. Yeah, that's the other thing, too. Is, like, which I feel like Forky would be, like, Remy size, though. The size of it, yeah. But, like, Forky is still, like, about Woody's height. Yeah, he's a shitty character. It's just not good. It's just not good. But, like, I wouldn't be opposed to, like, having, like, more characters from movies and stuff that we already have in the Valley. Like, specifically, we should have Lilo with Stitch. We totally should have Ralph to go, Wreck-It Ralph to go with Vanellope. Like, I feel like there's some pairings of characters, or even just side characters, that it's like, why don't we have these characters in there? It's a thing. Also, I haven't looked at I think there's a little clip or something about it, but the devs are gonna give us an update soon. It sounds like a new roadmap for the Valley. The only thing I've seen is a picture that has a marker next to Skull Rock. And I know that is a thing that we have been waiting for forever for them to do something with. Of like, Skull Rock is there. It is in the Valley. Why haven't we done anything with it? Okay, let me grab these cat treats real quick. Yeah, Ella, don't wander too far. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There you are. I was gonna say, she didn't leave. Yeah. Not Disney fan. Like, Disney fan adjacent. Okay. Because I'm really liking Winnie the Pooh and Kingdom Hearts. Need to rewatch Classic Alice 1. Honestly, this Alice in Wonderland update for Disney July Valley honestly might be one of my favorite updates. Like, the realm they gave us was really a lot of fun to do. And the characters themselves are just fun to have in the valley. Because having Alice around as she wanders around, she randomly changes size. So she just all of a sudden will be really tiny, and she'll be like the size of, I guess I was gonna say Woody and Buzz, but I think she's probably more like Bushu size. She's a little bit taller, but she'll just shrink. She'll also do the opposite and get randomly really tall, and it's just funny. I haven't had the Cheshire Cat in the valley for too long yet, but it's also just fun having him just run around and things. So, was taller than you the whole time she was playing. I haven't caught her doing it a ton, but it's always very funny when she does it, which I guess part of that is the last interactions I had with her were inside of buildings. So I think she doesn't change size if she's in a building. Like, I interacted with her, she was like in Scrooge's, and I like fed her at Tiana's or something like that. You kind of want to watch through all the Disney animated movies up to a certain point, maybe like 2010. I feel like that's probably like a good point. Yeah. Ranch, if there's ever one you want to watch or things like that, or you hang out, do a movie, I am down to watch. I'm down to watch all kinds of whatever. So I will say this, there are some ones that are older that are really a lot of fun. There's some kids have seen some of them nowadays and whatnot, but some of the older ones, like, you know, Sword in the Stone era, some of those are really good. Some of those still hold up. I'll say you can skip Sleeping Beauty. that I personally say in terms of older ones, you can skip Sleeping Beauty. You can listen to the songs, but the actual movie is way too long. She was tall everywhere you went, inside and out. I had her with me to level up. Interesting. Okay.
Fairies are the good.
Yeah, that's fair. The fairies are the good part of Sleeping Beauty. There's plenty of more obscure ones I haven't seen, especially the older ones. If you skip the really old ones that haven't aged well, yeah, I will say this. Some of them have, I have not personally watched Dumbo on Disney Plus, but I know that they have changed the crows. I don't know what they did. I haven't actually watched it to see. Obviously, like, the crows in Dumbo don't hold up. I will say, if you haven't watched Peter Pan I still really do love. Obviously, like, with the exception of the whole, you know, Indian stuff is definitely not great. Definitely not great. Very racist and whatnot. But the outside of that, Pixie Dusk and pirate fights is fun. And those ones, like Peter Pan, if you watch it on Disney Plus, it has, you know, like, if you watch like the propaganda with Donald Duck, it has, you know, which actually I don't think that's on Disney Plus. I watched that in like high school and in history class, whatever. It has a similar pop-up at the beginning of, like, you know, this is a product of the period of its time. You know, obviously it does not reflect, you know, current views of things, you know, but not altering the artwork kind of thing. The dragon, yeah, the Dragon of Sleeping Beauty is cool. Yes, Maleficent is cool. I'll give you that. Peter Pan is one you like to rewatch as a kid. Yeah, Peter Pan's fun. Like, obviously it has its issues, but... Wait, which Fantasia? Like the original one or Fantasia 2000? I haven't watched either of them in a really long time. Like, I'm trying to remember, like, outside of, like, The Sorcerer's Apprentice, I'm trying to remember what else is in Fantasia. The one where Donald make bombs? I think so? The one that I kind of remember is, like, there's one with Donald on the beach and, like, tanks are rolling up and stuff. Whichever had the centaurs. I know which one that is. I actually don't remember which one that's in, but I do know which one you're talking about. Okay. I'm trying to think of what's in that would make it need to have a blip on the beginning like that. I haven't watched... The last time I watched either of those was in VHS form, so it's been a hot second. It's been a second. So, I don't know. It's also just interesting to me for, like, in terms of Disney Dreamlight Valley purposes, how many people, like, seeing people post online about it and stuff, that their first interaction or seeing, like, the character of Merlin is in Disney Dreamlight Valley. Like, that is so weird to me. Of like, what do you, like, how, like, you know, and there are people that, like, they're posting and doing a Disney game because they like Disney. Like, how have you not seen anything of Merlin? Like, even if you haven't seen the movie, like, there's definitely, like, different stuff with Merlin interacted with. So... Oh, that's a servant with the white... Okay. See, I'm just remembering the centaur one of them just, like, frolicking. I don't remember anything that happens other than the music and them running. So I don't remember that part of it, but that makes sense that that would be marked. First I've seen Merlin is... Wait, is a meme? No. You gotta... Y'all... Do we need to do a Sword in the Stone watch party? Do we need to do a Sword in the Stone watch party? Because I am down. I am down. That movie is so fun. They cut out all the black servant centaurs, so if you've only seen the cut section, then you'd never know. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's been so long since I've watched that. Like, I don't, like, I did not remember any of that. Yeah, I just remember them, like, frolicking. It was a year ago, and it's just him standing at the cauldron with the text, "Behold all the fucks I give." Okay, but that's at least silly, though. Yeah, I was gonna say, you gotta watch, just... Sword in the Stone is good. It's one that it does a good balance of, like, it's doing the story of, like, you know, King Arthur and all the things and the knights, you know, there's the knights, there's the, you know, there's the magic, there's, you know, it's got all, like, the time period-y kind of things, but also it's just, it's got its goofy silliness. You got the silly sidekick. You've got, like, can we have Archimedes in Disney Dreamlight Valley? That would be so great. Just Archimedes flying around, just spouting nonsense and things, and it would be really fun. But also, like, I'm aware that that's a character that not a ton of people would necessarily know. But having Archimedes to pester Merlin would just be really silly. Be down to watch, but not tonight. Okay. Some Disney films I've seen that are like a fever dream-esque. Like 101 Dalmatians, Ichabod and Mr. Toad, which I actually haven't seen that one. Fox and the Hound. Yeah, I think I've watched Fox and the Hound once. Obviously that's one that, yeah, you watch the first part of it and then don't watch the rest because it's devastating. I feel like Disney doesn't want to remember The Sword in the Stone because it was a failure for them at the time. Yeah, like, I think it's done well though. Like, obviously, is it like one of their best things ever? Maybe not, but like, you know, highest budget stuff? No, but does Disney Dreamlight Valley have Bambi? No, it doesn't. That would be interesting. Because then it also... Because the other thing, too, in terms of Disney Dreamlight Valley is of the choosing of points of when the character is in their story in the game. Because the one thing I'm hoping that we'll get a bundle or something like they've done to, like, let Ursula... Like, you could buy a bundle for Moonstones that gives you, like, the ability to turn Ursula into Vanessa. Like, I want, you know, I want something. Why is the Beast in Beast form? And only Beast form? Like, I love Beauty and the Beast. It is one of my favorites. Beast is at his, like, worst point, though, in the story in Disney Dreamlight Valley. Because he's just pining after Belle and asking where Belle is all the time. And, like, still dealing with his rage control. Like... I've watched Black Cauldron, but it's been so long that I don't remember anything about it. Never watched... Atlantis is so good. Need to do something before I progress too much. Had a big crush on Milo, though. Atlantis is so good. Mouse Detector is a fever dream. Yes. I don't remember... Like, I know I watched that one, like, several times as a child. I don't really remember much of it, though. Why'd you want to hide Ursula's true form? She's so hot. Because... So, in terms of the actual game, Ursula is obviously just Ursula. But, like, there's bundles that you can get that give, you know, the characters a different outfit. In Ursula's case, it gives her the transformation. But, like, in Disney Dreamlight, Ariel has her legs. Like, part of the thing is, like, getting her ability back. Like, she starts in the water. Like, she is a mermaid. And then you get the ability to give her legs. But, like, Beast is stuck as the Beast right now. I haven't seen Hunchback either. I just watched Hunchback again, like, a couple of days ago. Because I was just like, I need just vibes of things. So, I'm always down to watch Hunchback. Hunchback, that is something I need to get my drawer of things from my parents. I just need to have an entire just cubby of all my Hunchback stuff. Because I have, like, an entire drawer of Hunchback figurines and toys and things. The old style of animation for Disney was bouncy and fun. Yeah. Treasure Planet. That one's so good. Brother Bear, Home on the Range, Hercules. Wait, you haven't seen Hercules? You gotta make a list. You haven't seen Hercules? Bo would get mad at you for not seeing Brother Bear. Home on the Range is just ridiculous, but also just good vibes. Like, it's just the adventure. You're following an adventure of cows that are trying to save their ranch. It's just great. Currently making a list. We'll post it to Tomorrowland when it's complete. Yes, do the thing. Yes, 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 yes. Because it'd also be interesting to see if there's anything on the list that I haven't seen. It'd actually be kind of interesting for me to make a list of stuff. In terms of Disney animated things, make a list of things that I haven't seen. Because I'm trying to think. Like, obviously, there's some, like, older things that I haven't seen. But it would be interesting to actually see how many... Like, how many are there that I haven't actually seen? Because I know there's some. And obviously there's a lot of newer stuff that I haven't bothered to see. I don't think I'm gonna go see the new Lilo and Stitch. I don't think I'm gonna go see the new Lilo and Stitch. Based on everything I've heard about it, I don't think that's what I'm actually gonna do. Aristocats, I have seen Aristocats. The music in that one is an absolute bop. Hell no, dude. Lilo and Stitch is a hot mess. Okay. Yeah, like, it's one that is like, I think I'll maybe pass on that. And, you know, maybe watch it down the line, but it's not one that I think I will bother to go see in theaters. Should I do a scroll through real quick and see it? Because I think you can sort Disney Plus of, like, just animated movies, right? Movies. Animation. Give spoilers. Okay, but a lot of people have pointed that the message of the new movie is very pro-colonization. Ooh, okay. Okay, some of these aren't... Can we... No, okay. I was gonna say, is there further filtering? Because some of these are, like, also showing... It's, like, showing, like, the shorts and different stuff. Yeah, just in scrolling, like, most of the stuff I'm seeing is, like, you know, there's, like, some of the older, like... You know, Donald movies or Mickey things. I haven't seen necessarily all those older ones. You know, there's Chip and Dale stuff I haven't seen. Ew, ew. Why does... Why are there so many Forky things on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why are there 9 Forky shorts? No. I will say I have not seen Frankenweenie and I will never watch it. I'm still getting used to the newer Mickey. I watched a video of the new ride in Toontown. It just throws me off of, like, the new sound of Mickey and stuff. It's like, it's still weird. Okay, I still haven't seen Incredibles 2. Frankenweenie is actually kind of cute. Yeah, that movie came out the year my childhood dog passed away. So as all that initial grieving was passing, all the trailer was on repeat on TV, and I'm emotionally scarred even though I haven't seen the movie. So it's one I'm never planning to watch. Oh my gosh, there's so many Lego things. Okay, I will say this. Underrated. If you haven't seen Lightyear, it is worth a watch. Maybe approach it with you know, not thinking of it as like Buzz Lightyear from, you know, like Toy Story and things like that. But the story of Lightyear is actually really good. That one was one that it was like not what I expected it to be at all, but it was actually really good. It's understandable, no problem. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's just like, no, it's not one that is gonna happen ever. Oh, the Mickey. I still haven't watched Moana 2. I should also do that because I'm curious. I'm curious as to what actually happens in it. Lifted. We had a CD of 30 animated shorts. Yes, oh, the ones before the movies in theaters as a kid and loved it. Okay. Yeah, some of these are definitely the ones that are like the shorts that play. Oh. Yeah. I think I've seen that one. That looks familiar. Yeah. Because what is it? They do that. They do like a short before. Isn't that kind of like a Pixar thing that they do a short beforehand? I want to watch more of the Tangled like show. I haven't actually. We were watching through it and then I just never actually watched more of it. But it was cool what I watched. Okay, in terms of the you can skip list, The Good Dinosaur, you can skip it. It's not like it's bad, but it's nothing interesting. It is exactly what you expect it to be and nothing more. And from a Pixar movie it is kind of like, yay, yeah, okay. Ellie, oh, I saw that there was the trailer post. I haven't watched the trailer yet. Name Elio? Oh, okay. When a movie, I was confused. Okay. Because I saw that there's like it's a movie or whatnot. I saw something posted and then I haven't actually watched it. I should actually watch the rest of the like fairy movies. Because I've seen a couple of them. And honestly, like, the Tinkerbell movies are pretty good. Of the ones I've seen. I've seen, like, the first one and... I don't remember which other one I've seen. I know I've seen one of the other ones. Okay, this is one that I should watch. I've never actually watched Thumbelina. I've never actually watched Thumbelina. And I know a lot of people have watched that one and really like that one. I'm just seeing if there's anything else that immediately pops out of like, yeah, I haven't seen that. Like, you know, there's a lot of these like, you know, older-y ones that I haven't seen. Or, like, these ones that are, like, spin-off things that I haven't seen. Oh, the Winnie the Pooh. I still haven't watched Wish. I don't know if I want to. But I still haven't done that. Disney show. Okay, Gravity Falls I have seen. It is amazing. Flaring has watched The Owl House. And I know it is also amazing. But also suffers... Flaring from the other room just went, fuck you, Disney. Because, you know, the third season got way shortened more than it should have been. Because, you know, Disney caves into any loud person who... you know, complains about inclusivity. Suffers from Disney being homophobic bitches. Yeah. So... yeah, so, like, I do want to watch Owl House. That is one that I would still like to watch. But I have watched Gravity Falls. And it is... if you have not watched it, do recommend. That one is really cool. Which, fun thing about Gravity Falls... so when it was still like airing on TV, I had seen like an episode or two randomly beforehand. And at the time, I didn't know this was like one of the final episodes, but then I accidentally sat down and started watching an episode and it was like one of the final episodes. And I didn't know what was going on, but I was so intrigued that I still sat and watched it anyway because I didn't know, even though I didn't know what was happening. Now that I've, like, you know, I've gone and I've actually watched it in actual order, it makes more sense. Season 3 is still really good and speaks to the writer's ability to make it so good with so many curveballs. Okay. You so down to watch it in Discord? Cool. Get a test, I cried. Yeah, only imagine the chaos of watching the season finale with no context. Yeah. Like, watching, like, it wasn't like the final episode, I don't think, but it was definitely like the triangle dude was doing things. Like, there was definitely like one of the last ones, and I was so confused, but it was like, it was cool, things were happening, and it was dramatic, and it was very weird watching it with no context whatsoever. Well, I had seen like some like earlier episodes, but then like the next one I saw was like way down the line that they were like the end of the world, whatever.
Already falls all the way to like last part.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. And I still watch it even though I had no context. So can't place something different there. Just maybe. Yes, just a little bit, just a casual chop of hair. You know, just you know, from like here to here, you know, nothing major. just a little bit of a difference. This is the shortest I have ever had my hair, and I'm still getting used to it. This is like day 2, 3. I got it done on Wednesday. Just a little trim. It was enough that I have ponytails to donate. There's a reaction of a YouTuber I like. Ooh, and he's getting to last. Okay. We watch Gravity Falls with no memory of it. It's so good and rewarding. To be fat. It is so good. If you haven't watched Gravity Falls, like, go watch it. It is also one of those ones, it's very much of like, this is a kid show? Question mark? Yeah, I've done it a few times before. And it's usually not even like on purpose. It's usually an accident of like, well, I went back to wanting long hair. And then I forget to schedule a haircut. And then it just ends up longer. And then it's like, well, it's almost long enough to donate. I might as well. So at this point though, I think my hairdresser person has caught on of like, we're just gonna schedule an appointment now. Like, do you want it like 10 months like you accidentally did, you know, you did 10 months before? You still want the next 10? We're going to do less. And so we're scheduled for November. So I won't go forever and ever and ever without a haircut. So we'll see how long. I'm also just kind of interested to see how long it grows in 6 months. Because I don't feel like my hair grows like, I feel like my hair growth is fairly average. Like, it's definitely not slow, but it's not super fast. So we'll see. About Baldur's Gate, keep getting the itch to play for the first time, which unfortunately is an itch that is completely impossible. Yeah, I still want to play Baldur's Gate at some point. It's not a game I own yet, and I have so many other games to play, so it's not one, especially with the time sink that it is, that is going to be something that happens anytime soon. Hi, Bo! No, you smell. Also, I'm gonna say last call for fishing, because, y'all, it's been a second that we've been chatting, because, you know, we started talking about Disney. It's bound to happen. But I think I would actually like to play some Final Fantasy X. So, I think we'll jump into that here in a second. Same way they had to prove that people would be interested before and allowed to have more plot-driven show. Yeah. Yeah, season 1 suffered from Disney pushing to be episodic. They wanted kids to sit down and watch without getting confused from skipping an episode. By the time season 2 came, Alex had proved it would be successful, so they let him have more freedom writing. They also moved it. Yeah, I remember it moving from Disney to Disney XD. So now it's aimed at a slightly older audience. Yeah, I remember that being a thing, because like I remember seeing like little commercial things of like, you know, when Disney XD like became what it was. Yeah, Owl House got cut mega short. Yeah, that's what I've heard. And Talarian is watching and is mega upset. I have not watched Owl House. I would like to though. I think both shows okay. Example of horror aimed at kids. Kids want to be scared, which is why FNAF was Poppy, is that Poppy's Playtime? Are so popular with kids, so both shows provided that outlet. Yeah, like it's definitely a thing that, you know, kids are interested in, of like watching spooky things. I feel like, you know, in terms of, you know, at least for me, it's like, well, that's why like we watched like Scooby-Doo stuff, because it was like, you know, spooky, but it wasn't actually necessarily like scary. Not include sequels. Okay. I must look. Okay. Dumbo's just sad though. I honestly don't know if I've seen Dumbo in its entirety. Melody Time. I had that one on VHS. I don't remember anything specific about it, but I do remember liking it. I have not seen Mr. Toad. You haven't seen Robin Hood? Okay, we gotta watch Robin Hood. Okay. Robin Hood is fun to watch. It's not like it's anything fancy. It's, you know, it's Robin Hood told with animal people instead of, you know, humans. It is still fun to watch, but from a Disney lore perspective, it is so cool to see how they made it work. Because Robin Hood was an extremely low budget movie. So in terms of like animation stuff being reused, like they reused stuff from Jungle Book, they reused things from Snow White, you know, reusing those animation patterns to be able to, you know, cut costs for stuff versus planning a new sequence. Hi, who does new streamer looks different? Is this the cat? No. This is the streamer after she is brave and like cut, I don't know, 8 to 10 inches of hair off. This is the shortest I've ever had my hair. It is still very much weirding me out, but like I like it, so, but it's weird. I don't know. They did. Yeah, so if you go watch, like, the scene of them, you know, towards the end of like all of them dancing around, Little John is doing like the same dance that Baloo does in Jungle Book. Maid Marian and Robin Hood are, and the others dancing around are like the dwarfs dance from Snow White. So they reused the same animation, you know, progression and pattern and different stuff versus having to plan out a new sequence. Never noticed that? Yeah. It's really cool when you like, you know that to go look for it kind of thing. Just realized all that talk of Disney movies, but no Pinocchio. I've never actually seen Pinocchio in its entirety. I've been in a production of My Son Pinocchio, which is Pinocchio's story told from Geppetto's point of view. So, like, I know the story, but I've never actually seen the animated movie in its entirety. Pinocchio terrified my dad as a child, so it was never a VHS that we owned. So I've seen part of it. But then at the time, you know, my youngest, well, actually, I don't know what she was saying. One of my younger cousins got upset that the movie kept saying the word ass because they were talking about donkeys, and told me to turn it off because it was a bad movie and it was inappropriate. It was like, child, stop parenting yourself. You're like 7. It's fine. They're talking about donkeys, but everyone made me turn it off. It was like, it was one of those okay family moments of like, are we just gonna do this and not have the discussion? It was like, it's donkey. It's fine. So I've seen to the point where the donkeys start showing up, and that's about it. Wild and dark. Yeah. I mean, like, I've ridden the ride in Disneyland and whatnot, so. Let's see. I'm scrolling through, for anyone, I'm scrolling through Ranch's list in Discord of, like, Disney movies I've seen and not seen. You have to watch Hunchback. Also, Hunchback is very much one of those movies that, like, watching Hunchback as an adult, there's so many moments that you go, this is a children's movie? Like, obviously there's some of those moments that are specifically planted just to be funny for, you know, like the grown-ups watching it. But even, like, there's, you know, the entire song called Hellfire. There's definitely some stuff in Hunchback that I'm like, it's like, oh. Villain in Hunchback is such an awful man. Yes. Frollo. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Frollo is an awful person. He's an absolutely awful person. So, I don't know. What does it say about me as a person that as a 3-year-old that was the movie I wanted to watch on repeat, was Hunchback of Notre Dame. That was my repeat hyper-focus movie as a toddler. The other... The other realization I had the other day, while I was rewatching Hunchback the other day casually, I had a moment of, oh, what does it say about me as a person that my two of my favorite Disney movies, I say, like, my, you know, I will, you know, kind of classic old, you know, I don't want to say older, you know, 90s Disney versus, you know, 2000s whatever Disney. My favorite is Hunchback of Notre Dame and Tangled. So what does it say about me as a person of that 2 of my favorite movies, the main character is trapped by a fake parental figure and then trying to, like, explore the world beyond? Like, I don't know what that says about me as a person, but I had that weird moment of, like, wait a second. That's a connection I hadn't thought of before. You value your freedom, I guess? But I was just like, I had that, like, weird brain thought. For anyone who missed it as well, in terms of things of me being so unfocused today, I haven't had any of the ADHD meds of things since Sunday. So we're back. We're vibing. We're existing. Tangled is one of my faves of the more recent ones. I think my favorite and most recent is Wreck-It Ralph. Maybe Encanto is pretty good too. Like, in terms of favorites, my older favorite, like my old, you know, like older, like, you know, talking 50s, Sword in the Stone is probably in the top there. Hunchback is in there. Tangled. In terms of Pixar, Ratatouille is my favorite. Hands down. I think it depends more what your favorite scenes are. If you really like the scene where Russell's chained up by her mom, it might mean you're a freak. Okay. No, the music is so good, though. Okay, good. I was going to say, if you haven't seen The Emperor's New Groove, I was going to be very disappointed. You haven't seen Dinosaur? Okay, we gotta watch Dinosaur. We gotta watch Dinosaur, and I can sit here with my, like, Happy Meal toy. I still have my... Does anyone else have those? There's like their Happy Meal like dinosaur heads that are from Dinosaur. I'm like pretty sure I still have those in a drawer at my parents' house. Or is that just a me thing? Maybe that's just a me thing. Love Frozen, genuinely really resonated mental health things I'd lived through. Frozen is awesome. Honestly, like, I really love Frozen 2. Like, the first Frozen is really good, but, like, I really like Frozen 2. They're not like the clampy dino. They're just like hand puppets. Hold on. Can I do it? Google, can you help me? Yes, thank you, Google. Oh my god. Okay, Reddit for the win. Here, these things. I don't think I have the far right one, but I have the T-Rex and the the purple topped one. But also, like, back when Happy Meal toys used to be, like, actually cool and not just, like, I don't feel like these are bad, but, like, just the little figurine things. I still have my Ariel and Eric sitting over here. Yo, we were gonna play the freaking game. I swear, I have zero focus. It's fine. The thing is, sister love being the true love rather than the man, requirement. Yeah, Kristoff was there and he was vibing. Yeah, like, Kristoff is such a good character, though. Like, I love how Kristoff is written. And I feel like it's a very good thing for, like, kids to have an example of, like, male figure who, actually processes emotions and, like, doesn't have to put everything first. When Anna needs help, it's a, go help Anna, you follow, he doesn't take control of everything or whatnot. It's just, I'm here to help, what do you need? You mean Zip? No. Hold the whole set of Inspector Gadget. Fun. I, like, remember hearing that theme song as a kid, but I don't remember, like, actually watching the show or anything. Where the villain is actually... Yeah, Sharda, the original story. Yes, Kristoff is a good egg. You didn't get any treats yet. The other cat has shown up. Now Ella's gonna want more, but you already got yours. But Bella showed up and she hasn't got hers yet. Hi, Ray of Sunshine. Gotta stick it out for a few more months. Yeah. I decided to go for it because I wasn't originally gonna go this short. But I was like, yeah, you know what? Let's go for it, and then we can donate it and get it. It's already, like, it was like 83 out today, so it already is, like, way worth it. Yeah, use a cutie. Yeah. I'm kind of tempted to try to pick a Bella, too. Yes, Olaf is adorable. Just also, for anyone who doesn't know the connection, just knowing Olaf and Olaf's voice and hearing Frozen and then going and listening to the Book of Mormon is funny. Does it feel so nice? So I can live vicariously. It feels really nice. I am still getting used to that my head feels a lot lighter. I keep having moments of realization of, oh, you know, I'm not having to move my hair out of the way, or like, you know, putting my lanyard on for work. I'm like, oh, I don't have to like flip my hair out of the way, or even, you know, like putting my purse on. It's like, oh my gosh, there's nothing in the way, and my neck is not overheating. I haven't like fully washed it yet since I got it cut, but I just did like a rinse, you know, wet it and let it dry to see what it would do. It dries so quick. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's amazing. Old school McDonald's toys were great. Which one are these? Oh, the Inspector Gadget. That looks cool. That looks super cool because it's all the different parts that pop off and whatnot. Oh, astronauts have said long hair is even worse in space because it goes every which way. Yeah, that would definitely be a thing that I would not want to have in space. But I also don't know if I would want to go to space. The other... I can't remember if it was a McDonald's thing or a Wendy's thing. But there was these little handheld games that, like, you know, were shaped like a little game thing. And, you know, it was just like the little, like, couple clicks, little mini tiny games. And I can't remember if those were Wendy's or McDonald's. But I remember playing those for, like, hours. It wasn't a Tamagotchi. It was like a, like... you know, like a move the ship back and forth kind of game. If I remember correctly, it wasn't a Tamagotchi. But it was like Tamagotchi sized. Like it was like, you know, you had the base and the curve of things. Sister found it weird that in Frozen 2, they didn't seem to have any resemblance to the people in the wooden area, and it was kind of like thrown in almost. Oh. I mean, they still do have like some things though, and obviously like those people, like, you know, they still have, like, they have their mother's eyes and stuff. So like they definitely still have some things. But I can get that. I definitely could get it. Wait, there's that episode of Peanuts where they go to space? I clearly have not seen enough Peanuts things. Yeah, full critique, just a silly little thing. Yeah, like, I could get it. Oh! Also, in terms of things and seeing what tabs I still have open, y'all, Humble has a new bundle. I'm just gonna drop it there, specifically because it has Echoes of the Plum Grove in it, and I kind of want it because it has Echoes of the Plum Grove in it. Also, if you don't own Sticky Business is in here. Which, actually, I haven't gotten it yet, but Sticky Business just got a new DLC. It's called Book of Shadows, and I need to get it because it's all the witchy things. It is all the witchy things of stickers. And I need to get it because how much is it? It's $3.59. Clearly, I need to do that. I also just need to play more Sticky Business because I still haven't done all the stories yet in it. Okay. On a sidetrack note, number 10,000. I got a review key for this game called Islands and Trains. And it's like Gordlets, but trains. So it's like just sandboxy builder things, but trains. And I'm excited to play it. So I'm thinking possible bonus stream on Sunday. And it will be like review key night, and I listed some on the schedule, but I'm thinking maybe we swap out for one of these because I don't have a problem. Indie games are fun. Yeah. Okay. Anywho, I'm going to close our fishing. And then I'm gonna actually pause the background music. And let's, oh. Actually, hold on. We're gonna do a wiggle first. Because I borrowed Talarian's controller plug-in cord, and he borrowed it back. And I'll have a control. I don't have a cord to plug the controller in right now. So hold a second. Hop up, wiggle, stretch. I'll be right back. Okay. Now we can actually play the game. Because we actually have the controller plugged in. Oh no, getting fried by trying to do shampoo? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's pause this. I haven't done a roll yet. Thanks, bot, for the one. I appreciate you. All right. Are we ready? We didn't get to play this last week because I was sick and it didn't get to happen. So, if you happen to be watching in the future, thank you for coming along on the journey. You might notice a slight hair change since the last time we played this. I did get my hair cut in between things. We just got to a new area, and that was where we stopped. There was, like, ice, and we were running for our lives, and now we're here?
Where am I? I forgive you this time. Be good for a while, okay?
Okay. Can I actually, like, swim out to that? I was gonna say, I saw loot. There it goes. Okay. It's like, I saw loot. I want the loot. Okay. I don't know where everyone else is, though. Candace did a whole episode in space, not one where the kids were at school and had to build a model of the shuttle and lunar lander. Pigpen is still dusty up there. Woodstock just drifted. Okay. Yeah, I guess I haven't really seen... I guess I haven't seen many that aren't just, like, holiday specials and such. And considering, like, how much my dad loves Snoopy, I'm surprised I haven't seen more of them. Ties in the Frozen talk yet? Yeah! You know, we were talking Frozen because we were just, you know, we were just in a Frozen area. You know, running for our life. It's fine. All this talk of animated movies just reminded me of the Recess movie we had on VHS. I loved that movie. Never saw the show. The show was a lot of fun. I don't know if I've seen the movie. Maybe? I definitely have seen many episodes of Recess. I don't know if I remember a ton of them, but I do remember liking watching them. Oh. Hold on a second. Oh, we are literally just Titus. Okay, that's what I wanted to check. Is like, I'm not seeing anybody else. That's actually interesting that it is literally only giving us Titus. I was just going to see sphere grid wise if there's anything that we had to spend, but I guess we are literally just us right now. So, yeah, let's just mindlessly run out to the sand by ourselves. Shit. Okay. Well, Titus. Beware the sonic boom when its wings glow. Titus, please tell me you can hit this even though it's flying. 500? Okay. Oh, I can't flee. Oh, that's fine. Why would I want to be able to flee the giant monster thing that I am now fighting alone? Oh, and Titus has darkness. Great. That's, like, so helpful. Cool. Okay. Slow goes all, so's one. Okay. Alright. We're gonna cheer. Alright. Now smack it. Well, okay, that did a little bit more damage. Okay, we have our overdrive ready, which... Hey! Hey! Auron's here! Okay. Auron showed up. Yes, please. That good. Okay, I was gonna say. That makes sense that that's why we can't flee. Because... You know. It's a story thing. Hopefully Yuna shows up next. Maybe. Would be nice. You know what? Let's just toss a haste on our friend here. Because we can. And now we go like this, but faster. Yeah, Titus is blind, so he's good. Yeah, having the darkness. That's why I just started buffing stuff and doing the other things, because I'm like, well, attacks are just gonna miss for the moment, so let's get the other things happening. Recess movie plot is summer. Almost everyone goes to some sort of camp, but then TJ notices some super weird stuff happening in the school and recruits the gang to deal with it. Oh, okay. I guess just smack it. That's helpful. And we have this. So let's do that, shall we? That's helpful. Now I'm wondering if someone else is gonna show up. We're actually, with just the two of them and all, like, both of us having haste and them being slowed. Like, our turn order is not too shabby. All things considered, we're doing A-okay, I think. Hey!
Are you
Lulu?
all right?
Nice to see you too, Lulu. I was gonna say, hopefully we get a third person showing up. Can she use thunder on it? Sure, why not? Friendship! Exactly, Looney, friendship. I was gonna say, is it gonna... I didn't pay attention how much it had. Well, it's not flying anymore. It did say be aware of the, like, shock, but its wings haven't glowed. We're gonna go ahead and have Lulu join in the haste, because that will give her another turn here. Fancy. It has 3,500 health left, so honestly, we're doing okay. Alright, like 1,000 more to go. And it missed. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, we so got this. Easy peasy. And it's done. Cool. Snazzy. That was cool. Well, we have part of our party back together.
The others?
Haven't found them yet. We're supposed to stay in one place if we get split up.
Wait here if you want. He's not.
Okay. We're just gonna go back to the little save point. That seems like a great idea. Lulu, I love you! Who said that? Yes, exactly. Lulu is wonderful. Yeah, Oron didn't even hesitate. He's like, nah, I'm not staying here. Clearly, I'm not just gonna stay here. There's Waka.
Waka!
But also, if you're all lost and you all just stay in one spot, you're never gonna find each other.
Mm-hmm. Where's Yuna?
Don't know yet.
Damn it! First I lose Yuna, then I'm ambushed by Machina.
Yeah.
Great day I'm having.
Because like they said, if we're... Oh, Albed first aid kit. First aid kit placed by the Albed to aid desert travelers. Albed potion. Okay. Yeah, because Lulu said, like, if we're lost, we're supposed to stay in one spot, which I get. But if we know the entire party is all lost, and if all of us just stayed in one spot, then none of us are ever going to find each other. So clearly someone has to go searching for people. Oh! Red! Why are you specifically trying to go that way?
Yuna gone.
Uh-oh.
It's not your fault, Kamari.
I was gonna say, we found Kamari, that's good, but also why was he just repeatedly— oh. Oh. That's new. Smack it. Alright. Thunder. Overkill. Yeah, that's why I went for the one that didn't have any damage on it.
Farewell.
Cool. Easy enough.
No time to waste. Let's go.
Yeah, on the little battles, I definitely feel like we're definitely doing okay level-wise. The bigger ones, like, I feel like in terms of leveling, I feel like we're in an okay place. Did Waka just kick metal? He did, because it's Waka. And that is... when Waka is upset, Waka's logic skill goes way down. All bed potions are considered tools. So only someone with the use command can use them, aka Riku. Oh, okay. Good to know. I think I missed what happened last, so I don't know what's going on. We were in, like, the icy area. We were trying to... Yuna was... okay, so I guess backing up slightly more. Yuna and the party were trying to go meet up with Maester Seymour because Maester Seymour had asked Yuna to marry him, and Yuna was going to respond. And Yuna definitely had secrets and wasn't telling the rest of the group. Yuna was going to agree to marry him to try to stop him from his, like, evil plans. We fought him. We killed him. No one believes that we were in the right because everyone loved Maester Seymour. So now we're kind of on the run for it and had to run for our lives. And then we were in the ice, and then we fell into an abyss below the ice, and now we are here. Unless if I missed something? Did I miss something? Did I forget about something? My memory is not exactly always the bestest. But we were running for our lives, and now we are here. I guess is the best way to sum it up. Remember, I was freaking out because you killed Maester Seymour. Yeah. So... yeah, because we were fighting stuff, and we fell down below the ice, and then we were here, and we literally just got to this area. We hadn't done anything in the desert yet when we last ended. Well, we do technically have walkabacks, so...
oh yeah!
Overkill, cool. Ow. We don't have Yuna back, so I want to be careful with our healing. Waka, these are flyers, which means they are your job. Oran, we'll try to see if you get it. Yeah, I was gonna say, you might miss, but we're gonna try anyway. Cool. Nice, Titus got it. Yes, Titus has some unique daddy issues for sure. Alright. Out and around. I'm also on the lookout for random desert treasure. Ow! Oh, why did both of them attack Waka? That was mean. Okay. Well, let's just make sure we rotate and let people have turns. Because points. I kind of, as much as I love having all the characters, it definitely is easier having a smaller party to keep track of, like, who has been And who hasn't? Just a little overkill, it's fine. Making sure we're still getting those levels for who we have. Hey, I was just about to say, you know who still needs more levels because she's still technically the newest is Riku. And look, there's Riku.
Oh, hey guys.
Oh, wow.
Where's Uni?
Uni.
Gone.
Gone. Some guardian I am.
There's something I want to tell you, but promise not to say anything.
I was gonna say, Waka's gonna be mad at you.
No glaring either. I know where we are. We're on Bikanel Island. There's a place us Al Bhed call home near here. Uni's there, I'm sure of it. Other Al Bhed must have come and rescued her.
Rescued? You mean kidnapped?
What does it matter as long as she's safe?
That's right. Anyway, I will take you there if you promise that you won't tell anyone about it. Especially not Yevonites, okay? You know they don't like us Al Bhed.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows what they'll do if they knew?
Give me a break. What are you accusing Yevon of this time?
Yevon did something really bad to us before.
Well, you Al Bhed must have deserved it.
Waka.
Ugh. Can't you guys talk about this later?
Just promise you won't tell anyone about this island. Promise?
Waka, come on!
All right, I promise. Lead the way.
I was gonna say, Waka's the one that you gotta convince
got
there. Everyone else is gonna be like, yes, sure, let's go. Some ether. Oh, there's a save point hiding in there. Hello, tiny hidden save point. Not that we super need to save, but other than that, you know, might as well save because, you know, we get some heals. Hi, you're new here again. Hi, Brando. That freaking Waka, the Waka close-up was a thing. You smell? That is true. That is true, Brando. You can say that you smell. Okay, but like Yevonites are all pretty mad at y'all right now. Al Bhed are probably gonna be much better to Yuna than the others at this point. Yeah, like the Al Bhed have definitely been trying to like take Yuna a couple of times though, so but it hasn't been a like hurt her. It's been a just take her thing. So if anything, you know, it's an okay option. It's not maybe the best option, but feel so gross and anxious. I have a headache and a stomach ache. Ew, boo. That's not fun. That's definitely not fun. Definitely, like, lay down if you can. Maybe something that's easy on the tummy to have something in the system versus having nothing in a system. This may be an option, but obviously definitely make sure you are breathing and rest if you can. Hopefully it gets better super soon. Yes, hydrated is good too. Oh, you showered, so therefore you smell good then. Okay, fair enough. Maybe they just want to party. Neutrality is better than you are wanted for murder. That's fair enough. I'm having fun, but I wish I were home right now. That's 100% fair. That is 100% fair. Yeah, like it's also just a thing too, like, you know, stuff can still be a lot of fun, but it can still be really super draining. And it's definitely hard if you don't have the spoons. It's definitely hard, but hopefully the fun is worth it in the end. But definitely make sure you are accounting for resting and spoons and doing the self-cares as much as you possibly can. We're just gonna doubly save of all the things. Oh.
That way.
Okay, that's it? Okay. That way it is. Oh.
Let me handle the Machina. I can take them apart piece by piece.
I guess Waka did say that Machina attacked him, so I guess that's fair that would be these. I was gonna say, it did auto-swap Riku into my party. Did you steal something? A grenade! Oh! Oh, she wasn't kidding. Oh, that's cool mechanic. That her stealing stuff from the Machina breaks it. That's cool. Actually, I'm gonna like even have the others skip because I want Riku to get the other one too. Cool. Okay. Just one shot, take everything apart. Yeah, she literally destroys Machina piece by piece. Yeah, literally. That's actually really cool, though. Yeah, Riku unscrewed one singular screw, but boy, was it an important screw. Exactly. Okay. Did not actually go farther. Okay. We're gonna end up. Whoa! I was just trying to see if I could go anywhere else to see if there's little loots. Hi? Giant sandworm. Okay. Hold on. Inflicts darkness to avoid headbutt. Wait, watch out for earthquake. Which hits all. Inflict darkness to avoid its headbutt. Okay. We're just gonna do this first because it's funny. Crystal shadow gems. Okay. Smack it. Fire is half damage. Water and blizzard. Okay, so let's smack it with blizzard. I was gonna say, it's gonna do its thing, isn't it? Ow! Gotcha. Alright, let's get Waka in here.
Where's the early bird when you need him?
Okay. Let's do this one. Did not do the darkness. Oh, your overdrive's ready. Let's do that, shall we?
Check this out.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. Well. Okay, I just need to make myself a little cheat sheet for what Oron's button pushes so I can just look at it that way. Haha, headbutt. Yeah. Maybe it's friendly. No. Map is helpful here. That's why I was trying to figure out there was like a little divot, but I was trying to figure out which direction to go. And for some reason I was getting confused. And then we ended up with this encounter. But I don't think there actually was anything. I was just like, I'm just going to try to walk. There's a little point. I was just curious. Sure. Okay. I might mess this up. We're learning. Nope, I definitely was not. Nope. That one is different, and I wasn't expecting that pattern at all. I thought it was still the different arrows of things, but it still did decent damage. Okay, there it goes. Okay. Oh, Lulu's is ready too. And I'm not hoarding the overdrives. We're just gonna do it. 'Cause we can. Oh. Okay, alright. Darkness. Yay! Darkness saved us. Okay, it's got darkness for the moment, so I'm just gonna do a little swap here to get more points for people. Snazzy. Actually, I guess that's everyone, because we don't have Yuna. Alright. Swallow? I hate that. No. No! What? Oh! Well then! That's fun! Well, I guess maybe it's good that it didn't eat Waka, so we can put darkness back on it? I guess? Cool? Sure? Let's kill it quickly so we can get our friend out of Sandworm, please? Regurgitate? Oh! Ew! Eh! I'm so sorry, Kamari. Ew! That was gross! That was gross! Come on! No, don't. Okay. It still has darkness on it and got to hit him. Unfair. Smack it. Alright. How much else does this thing have? Holy butts, y'all! Why does this have that much health? Just, 45,000. Okay, this is, if anything, I don't know if this is we need to pay attention to what stuff we have equipped again. Because we haven't checked, I think, what we have equipped in a second. But I feel like we're having things that have more and more health. And I think we're still doing more and more damage and stuff as we're leveling, but I'm slightly concerned. Look at it, it's ginormous. Yeah, it's fair that this giant thing has that much health, because it's huge. If this was a Zelda game, you totally should have to throw a bomb in its mouth. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's fair too. Usually there's 1 or 2 enemies in each area that are much beefier. Yeah, we definitely, each area has, like, you know, we've had those rounds that it was like just the 2 little Machina. But every area's had one thing that is, you know, a bigger random encounter that is not just the little things that you can one-shot. Get Yuna back, this seems like a good place to level up. Yeah, we need to get Yuna back. before we would do anything specific like that. I guess... I mean, we could also haste, actually. I'm realizing that, too. I keep forgetting that Kamari has Titus stuff. You know what? Let's try this. Oh. Oh, it missed. Okay. It's fine. Missed. Okay. Darkness? No. Okay. Where is it? There's haste. I don't know why I never remember what haste is under. Okay, lizard. That's doing some decent damage. You know what? We snuck Waka in to maybe smack it again for darkness. Nope. Readying Quake. Oh. That's fun. And that's gonna smack everybody. So that's super great. Cool. But still didn't put darkness. I don't see the I don't see the darknessy thing on it. Blizzard it. Still has 17,000 health. This is absurd. There's the darkness. Oh no. I was gonna say, that's gonna hurt a little bit. Alright. Overdrive time, Waka. Sweet, I did it. Nice. That was helpful. Potion, please. Thank you. Let's just do a little. It's just a little potion. Oop. Just a little one there, please. Thank you. There we go. Please miss. Good. Okay. Smack its butt. Okay. Just because I can, I'm just gonna...
Leave it to me.
Steal something from it. Oh no. Well, I'm sorry, Riku. But at least it wasn't Waka for darkness purposes. That's so fun. I'm so sorry, Riku. I forgot that we had poison now. We're still just gonna do Blizzard though, because that's doing good damage to it. It's fine. To try one of those all bed potions. That was something I was gonna try. And then Riku got eaten. So I was gonna be silly and steal something, and then I was gonna have, you know, yeah, that didn't get to happen. Keep smacking it with Blizzard. You know what? Or on you get a turn now. Did we get Titus in here to smack it? Ooh. I'm so sorry, Riku. Oh, and then it smacks her too? Okay. It's fine. Actually, I want to walk it back because darkness, please. Nope. Okay. I want to use Albed Potion. Potion cures silence, petrification, gives 1,000 HP to all. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Okay. Also, healing Waka with an Albed Potion is also kind of hilarious, though. If his only option is to be healed by an Albed Potion, do you think he'll be upset about it? I don't know. He just got healed by one, so I don't know. Riku presumably grew up here. I wonder if this isn't her first encounter with these things. Maybe. Yeah, she definitely has. I don't know if she grew up here, but she's definitely at least been here before. Waka, no, just let me die. Yeah. I mean, we could convince him otherwise, but he would definitely be maybe annoyed. There's some darkness. Okay. Titus, I'm gonna have you come in here and smack it just because you can. Cool. That was actually pretty effective. I don't remember what actually is on his sword. It's got darkness on it, so we're just gonna like this. Cool. Oh. Oh, it missed. Cool. Magic. Okay, ready, y'all? I just realized how much health it's down to. Get rid of it! Overkill. Nice. Holy butts, that was a lot of health. That was a lot of health. Okay. Are you going this way or am I going the wrong way? Okay, Riku's following me. Okay. Don't finish enough Finch tasks to start an adventure until night. I always feel a tad bit bad sending Leo out at night. Ah, they'll be fine. They'll be okay. I get it though. I always try to send it early enough. Usually I end up, I'm trying to remember if I actually sent, I think I did. I think I sent Bean on an adventure. Usually I have enough if I remember to go check off stuff at the end of the workday that I've done enough stuff either before I got to work or at work or things that I can mark stuff off and things that make it be enough. Riku having grown up here. Seen Sandworm. Ah, not this again. Yep. Oh, 3 a.m. 3:30 sounds technically super early. Fair enough. I have been, where am I? I'm like doing safari stuff and it's been fun having, there's been a lot of different, you know, like animals and seeing the stuff, you know, different animals and interactions. I like it. I'm liking this place. Okay, what am I looking at? Okay, skip to 21 seconds.
time to
absurd!
waste. Let's go.
That is absurd. That's what shooting star does if I actually do it correctly. That's absurd. Also, they have the right button press. I should just take a picture of this. I should just take a picture of this. Because that's PlayStation buttons. Because that's the thing that I get so confused about, is that I don't know which way around the pad thing to go. There we go. Starts with triangle. Okay. Okay, that's the thing that throws me off, is it's not all the way around. So it goes triangle, circle, across to square, and then down to the X. So that's why I kept messing it up, because I was going around, like all the way around, but I was hitting the X too early. So triangle, circle, square, X, left, right, X. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there just in case I want that later. Oh. I was gonna say, if this is another worm, I'm leaving. Riku!
If you say so.
Oh, sure. Go ahead and just attack. You know what? Just literally attack it. We'll take some grenades, honestly. Like, that's why I'm stealing it. Is like, that's a good steal there. Alright, we actually have a couple spheres that we probably could actually spend some. Oh, book! Book! I found a book! I found a book! Okay. Titus has achieved the rank of Albed Hydaja? Cool? And there's loot back here. Snazzy. Oh. Ambush! That's not good. Oh, I missed. Oh! Ow! That's fun. Riku's overdrive is ready. Let's just throw some manospheres at it, because we don't know what's gonna do. Let's do something. What's it do? It does that! I was gonna say, we have so many of them. We're at our cap, so might as well fling stuff. That was effective. Okay. Back this direction. Continue forward, maybe not. Honestly,
How much more can we take?
I was gonna say, the navigating in the sand without being able to change the camera angle has felt really weird. Like, I don't know why being in the sandy area. I guess because we don't have, like, it is, you know, in theory open, but there's still those invisible walls we're running into versus, like, you know, we're following a pathway in the woods kind of thing. That. Let's do this. Okay. Ow! Steal from it. Okay. let's give you a potion, please and thank you, so you're not completely low on health. Go this way? Okay. Still no sign of Yuna or anything that's not just sand and abyss. Well, it wasn't an ambush, so we'll take that. Sleeping powder, okay. Ow! Nice! Alright, Lulu, smack it. I don't know. We're in a desert. Make it be cold. Cool. Titus. Smack that thing. Nice.
Too easy.
Why is... Discord, are you okay? Does anyone know how to turn streamer mode on Discord? I'm realizing my Discord didn't turn into streamer mode. It's like, wait, why did I hear a Discord boop? Usually streamer mode turns on automatically. I guess it didn't? Streamer mode. Enable streamer mode. Thank you. That was weird. Oh, there's a chest over there. I see it. I see it, but we gotta smack monsters first. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Alright. Smack that thing. Miss? What? Oh, I didn't realize that inflicted darkness. It's fine. I didn't realize that happened. It's fine. Just get rid of that, shall we? Oh, that's fun. That's fun. It's fine. Ow! Okay. Ow! Thank you! Okay, Kamari, please smack the thing. Thank you. Ow! Oh my god. Can we please... Can you please get rid of it? Please, thank you. Ouch! Alright. Well... Let's use a potion or two, shall we? Cool. Let's go this way towards the loot. I guess we could also spend spheres if we want to, but I would rather do it by a save point. Not that we haven't actually fully died or anything, but I just, the pain of going through and doing the level ups and then having to redo it if we had to. Also, another one of these things. Okay. You know what? We're gonna do all the things, because we can. Ow! Well, that was a complete waste. Goodness! It's fine. Titus, please. Thank you. Please stop being dead. You're gonna be dead again. Oh my god. You know what? Titus gets to stay dead for now because no. Titus, stop being dead, please. Please, thank you. And guess what? We're gonna throw a potion at you too, so maybe you don't instantly die. Please, thank you. Alright, attack it, please. Okay. Haste us. My gosh. Actually, I don't think you have this one yet. No, we could do cheer though. Probably a good idea. Get some defense things. Cool. Alright, then we're just gonna fling a potion. Maybe we'll actually get to attack it at some point here. Attack it! Okay, we're gonna get Lulu in here. Let's get some magic going. Let's blizzard it. Not as effective as I thought it was going to be. Charging. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Oh, that was an amazing hit. I didn't realize this was going to be that good on it. Okay. Okay, actually. No, okay. It's got the mana. Okay, let's thunder it. That better? Yeah, thunder's better. Alright, smack it. Sonic boom. Oh no. Ow. That hurt. Not good. We know what? We're using our items and we're not hoarding them. Yeah. Using items and not hoarding them. Woohoo! For the win. Alright, let's see. We got an overdrive that's ready, so let's go ahead and use it. Let's do some thunder, shall we? Why is it not going faster? I didn't do more. I was spinning it. It's fine. Okay. Well, we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna get Riku in here.
I'll take care of him.
And we're just gonna toss this so I can have all the things and also have Auron healed. Toss, no, special use. Yes. Please and thank you. Wonderful. Steal from it. Poke bumps. Okay. Okay. Okay, hold on. I have that video. I'm gonna pull up the thing so I can push the right buttons. Okay. Triangle, circle, square, X, left, right, X. Okay.
No mercy.
Triangle, circle, square. Okay. Triangle, circle, square, X, left, right, X. Great! I did it! I did it! I did it! Magical what happens when you actually know what the buttons are.
No time to waste.
It'd be really
Let's go.
great if the game actually showed me the correct buttons, but at least we have a hack for it now. Fancy! We did the thing! Oh, I see a save point. Magical save point, please. Yes, please. Oh. Alright.
You sure this is the way?
Yeah, I think.
No, I was just going exploring. It's fine. Okay. Overkill. Sweet. Alright, and then let's get, I don't know, another turn in here.
Yeah.
Cool. I love that
Told ya.
Lulu, like, immediately calls us out on, like, going around to loot stuff. Like, I just wanted to see what was over here. Oh, is that another book? I see another book. Oh my god, I forgot that this was a mechanic. Because we haven't seen this. Out. Okay, someone has to. Am I supposed to attack the treasure chest? We literally have not seen a treasure chest in a fight since like Riku's like tutorial. Am I just supposed to attack it to get it? Or do I have to like steal from it? I don't remember if there was something different about it. Use Riku to steal from the treasure chest. Okay. Oh! Ow! Fun! Okay. Ow! That definitely hurt. Okay. We're using potions. Potions are good. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Let's have Walk have a turn. We haven't got Walk in a couple of battles. Cool. Ouch. That definitely hurt. Alright.
How can a bird grow so big?
What a thing to randomly say, Titus. Sure, why not? Sure, why not, I guess. Right? Oh, it missed. Nice. Okay. I almost kind of just want to run away from this at this point. Like, there's so much health, it just takes so long to knock it down. We should level. I was gonna wait, but, until we got to, like, the next story area kind of thing. I guess we have a save point, so that's probably good enough, but... Let's get all the turns in, shall we? Smack the thing. And smack the thing. That's okay. We're gonna slow you down.
Take it easy.
There's something about telling the enemy you're attacking and trying to murder to relax and take it easy. It's just silly. Alright, Titus isn't doing a ton of stuff. Sonic Boom. Uh-oh. Ow! What I'm looking for. Item. Please make Lulu live. Thank you. Please and thank you.
Bring it on!
It's fine. No, special. Use. Potion.
Come on, chin up, eyes forward.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Smack its butt. Smack his butt again. Cool. I'm gonna swap Orin back in here just because he's got haste on technically. But I am gonna have him heal. Alright, and Titus's overdrive is ready, so let's do that, shall we?
Check this out.
Oh, there it goes. Nice. Alright. Smack its butt. Oh, it's going down. Alright. Let's do some thunder. Cool. Smack it again. What's it gonna do? It missed! Sweet! And it's so slowed and our turns are so hasted. I guess Lulu doesn't have haste anymore, but it doesn't even have a turn on the bar right now. And it's got 4,000 health left. Smack it down, smack it down. Nice! That was effective. Mm-hmm.
Yeah!
Yeah! I just want to go get the book. Or a thing. I don't know what that is. It's glowing and I want to touch the thing. Something is written here. Hadosi. I don't have enough letters to know what it says. Okay, screw this. I want to move on.
Be right back.
We're doing okay. I don't want to fight another bird right now. I just want to be able to look at stuff. Oh. No, I don't want to fight another bird. I don't want to fight another bird right now. We're running. I don't want to fight another bird right now. We can, but I don't want to. Are we getting hopelessly lost because I took us the wrong direction? Or are we still technically following? There's still a red arrow. Doing fine, Symphony. Yeah, I was like, at this point, like, the beefy ones, I'm like, eh. I think we do have spheres to spend, and I don't feel like we're doing, like, that bad on stuff. Ow. Like, it doesn't feel like we're doing that bad. Actually, I'm just gonna have her block so it counts for her turn. Overkill. Sweet. Okay. Waka, please come smack the flyers. Alright. What? I don't know if he's gonna smack it, but we're gonna try anyway. Sweet! Because these ones, it's like, they're quick enough for us to still be able to move on. But the beefy ones, it's like, okay, we're not feeling like we're really it slows us down a lot. Okay, who have we? Waka and Kamari are the ones that we haven't swapped in as much. Oh. I don't know what this is good. I feel like I shouldn't touch the flower thing. But I want the loot. Ah! Okay, we gotta smack the flower to get the loot. Is that what we're doing? great. That's not what we want. Oron's confused and attacking Waka. Great. Love that for us. Let's get everyone in here of different things, please. Let's blizzard it, maybe? Fire it? We can fire it. That's effective. Okay, him being attacked again got rid of his confusion. Sure? That healed it. Great. So gonna swap Titus out because his weapon heals it. Cool. Magic. Fire. Fancy. Oron did not just kill himself. Did you why? You kidding me? Yeah, confusion plus confusion equals no confusion, apparently. The moment when you confuse yourself for an enemy, apparently. Okay. Fire breath. As we can. Sure, okay. Lulu's confused. Oron's dead. So let's fix that, shall we? Lulu just attacked herself. Oh my god. Confusion is ridiculous. Oh, attack it. Oh no. Now the confused are... Okay, Lulu's not confused anymore. Oron's confused. Oh my gosh. Smack it. Oron just crit hit Lulu. How are you liking the desert right now? The desert is slightly annoying, but also the enemies are at least interesting. So, like, I'll give it that. The confusion is an annoying mechanic to me at the moment. But we're also getting to the point that some of the enemies have a lot of health. It's definitely taking a second to knock some of them down, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing, but it's like, okay. We also don't have Yuna right now, so we're using, like, all the items. Alright, please smack it. It's almost dead. We got, like, 3,000. Which is still, like, a lot. Oh, I have the thing on the video, and his thing is ready, so Lee can do the cool thing. And I won't mess it up. Okay. Yeah! Did I do it? I think I did it. Kinda, sorta. I might have messed it up. I'm not sure. But we're getting better at it. All right. Set it on fire, please. Overkill. Sweet. I think I technically sent us the wrong direction. And I'm not sure if we're still headed the right direction. Or if... because of me walking the wrong direction, we're going completely the wrong way. But I'm being a loot goblin. The big worm bar always annoying you when it sucks people up is ridiculous. It's kind of, it's like, come on, really? But also it's kind of funny. Ah! It's a cactar. It was a cactar. We're gonna level. We're gonna level. Because I want to be a loot goblin and get that, but I'm gonna have to fight another one of those plant things. Okay. We also have enough that it's like, we probably should. Good level up area. Yeah, I was gonna say, we're also just earning a lot of spheres just because we're smacking stuff. I pushed the wrong button. So I was kind of putting off of using stuff. So I thought we would make it to like the next area, but we were close to a save point. I don't know. It's at the point that we have 5 or 6, so it's like I feel like we should like actually use them. I also, we should look at how many ability spheres we have. Oh, we only have 1. That's why I'm just being a goober. Okay. Strength. Fancy. Oh no, it still has 1 more. Why did it only say 1? Oh, because I must... Okay, I'm just being a goober. It's fine. I have the ability to focus on things. Totally. Mental break. Okay. What is up here? I feel like getting magic points isn't necessarily... I mean, I guess we could, but I don't feel like we use enough magic on him that it's worth the detour. One, 2, 3. Strength increased. Health increase. Cool. That is useful. Lulu has 6. Holy butts. Alright. We detoured to grab that thing, so now we can go up here, is what I remember for last time. 1, 2, 3. Because I actually remembered a thing! Whoa! Lulu's defense. Yes, this is definitely gonna help. Magic. Yes, defense increasing with how much she's taking hits. Definitely a nice thing. Let's get to the next circle, shall we? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Oh, wrong button. Evasion, definitely useful. More health is also good. Okay. 1, 2. Let's just do that for a moment. Health. Strength. Strength by 2 points. Agility by 4 points. What? Sure, why not? How do I gotta use the... I was gonna say, we got 10 of these. Let's go ahead and loop that. Let's scoot ya on over. And get you some more strength, shall we? Alright, Riku's got 6. We detoured this way because I wanted to get the health. Okay, let's go ahead and move one more in here. Just because then we can get all of these things too. Strength increase. Fancy. And then we can bring her over to this next sphere. Yeah, because we don't have level 3 ones. Fancy. And I remember to move her farther because when you're backtracking, you can go farther. Like a pro gamer. Pro gamer doing a memory. Yeah. Okay, we can move one more. It was huge. I remembered to do a thing, and I didn't even have to have chat remind me. Are you impressed? I'm very impressed with myself. Alright, Titus, where are we going? This way, looks like? 1, 2, 3. And we'll put some speed in. Agility increased. Strength increased. Strength increased. Alright, and 1 and a 2. That's how many we got. More health. Not gonna complain about having more health. More health is nice. Okay. Cool. Let's smack a potion here, though, shall we? Maybe. Alright, now let's go do the thing. Because I want the loot, so we're gonna smack the thing. Alright. It's fine. Okay. All bad potions are good. You have a lot of them. Fair. I should remember that we have those. Okay. That was a good hit. Alright, let's set it on fire, shall we? Also a great hit. Not a good hit. Just the fact that confusion plus confusion makes not confusion is still funny to me. Like, why? I mean, sure, I guess. Alright, let's go ahead. We're not gonna get Titus in here. I guess we could have Titus block or something, but let's get the others in here for points. As we can. Lulu attacked herself and she missed. Great. GG. Alright. And can I haste Lulu? Even though she's confused? I want to haste Waka. Maybe we just do a slow on this. Immune. Great. Love that for us. Well, at least Titus did something. That was effective. Alright, we're gonna swap Titus out because his thing heals it. Smack it. Cool. Alright, Lulu is done being confused, but we're gonna do a little tiny, actually we can do a bigger heal. Thank you. Doing a heal. Smack its butt. Alright, magic. Fire! Wait, is Orin confused? Did he just attack himself? I didn't realize he's confused. He just has the things around his head. Now he's confused, okay? But I think we might be able to take this out here. Cool! Azzy! Loot! Teleport sphere, okay. I love that I'm just going to not the direction it wants me to at all. The sandstorm blocks your path. Fine. Ow. No, don't. Fine. You know what?
I'll be right back.
Really? Alright. Good call. I was like, no, we're not doing this. Alright, in theory... Oh, there's another plant down there. Let's not go... Do I have to fight that plant? No, I'm not fighting another one of these birds.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Purely because I don't want to smack more of the health thing. Okay, well, I guess we have to fight another one of those plants to go back the direction we're supposed to be going. I think I took the long pathway around instead of the short pathway. Fine, I'll fight another plant. Okay. Let's do that, because we can. Go ahead and toss another potion this way. Thank you. Go ahead and smack its butt, shall we? Get a haste Oron. Smack its butt. Alright, I want you to... What am I looking for? Slow. Oh, right. I forgot that one's immune. Boo. Dang it. That's my bad. That's my bad memory. It's fine. Smack its butt. Just them taking the hits of that is very silly. Alright. Smack its butt. Titus. We're gonna swap in Lulu. We're gonna set it on fire. Yeah. Hi, Crispy. Hello. Also, I'm realizing Talarian had provide me spring roll knobs, but we locked in on the fighting of things, and I have not touched them yet. An adjective, Crispy. Yes, this plant's on fire. Exactly. All right. Smack it. Taste Lulu. Alright, Nakamura's confused. Great. Okay. Set it on fire. Smack its butt. Go. Oh, good, it missed. Okay. Set it on fire again. Overkill, sweet. Snazzy. Can I now actually go the direction I'm supposed to be going?
Over here.
I think I took the long route.
Riku!
Oh. That's not good.
What? Yuna's down there.
Of all the places. Let's go.
Oh boy.
Where's Yuna?
Gonna say they're a little preoccupied. Oh.
Who's attacking us? Frutek Drekdui!
Yevon. Wado.
Keiko? Keiko!
A war between Yevon and the Al Bhed?
Daigek Fanuk! Wadu Kuvun Grosumanas.
Vidran!
You Riku's friends? Well, just don't stand there. Come on! Let's go kick those Guado out of our home!
Alright.
Who?
Sid, leader of the Al Bhed. He's my dad.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh.
We have to save Uni.
Not only Yuna, right?
I still think it's funny. She calls her Uni.
Right.
Okay. There's a primer in the next area. There's 3 primers here and you must get them now. Okay. We're gonna save. Alright. Secondary question. Totally unrelated because I totally have spring rolls that I want to eat. Is this gonna be a whole nother section that I need to like do this whole battle and things and whatnot before I get to another save point? Because even though I'm having a lot of fun and I do want to keep playing, I do want to also hit my spring rolls, and if it's gonna be like a whole nother section of stuff to do, maybe we... There are a few more save points? Okay. If anything, this is obnoxious sounds to pause to. But if anything, maybe I pause and eat a couple spring rolls. I guess it's technically an option. So now I want to know what happens. This area is annoying audio. Yeah, this is definitely a choice. This audio is a choice. Okay, let me put it this way. Am I gonna have any more mechanic-y things that I need to deal with tonight, because also I can feel my brain slipping into just mindlessly pushing buttons, and I don't want to fuck something up because I'm sleepy and I push a wrong button. I'm brushing my teeth and washing my face. Branch, you just missed a cutscene and there's a war going on. This actually might be a good stopping point. Yeah, I was like, maybe we pause here. Maybe we pause here. We are gonna play Stray Gods tomorrow. But I figured if we find a stopping point in that, if we want to swap, then we can always come back to more of this. The music is good, but the sirens and the Albed are obnoxious. We found the city place that we were heading towards, and the Albed are fighting the Guado. Apparently, is what is happening right now, that the Guado and the Albed are fighting. So, that's a thing. So, I think let's go ahead and stop here for tonight, even though I do want to keep going. That's kind of the hard thing here with this. Also, this music is just really overstimulating right now, and the brain function is already stopping. So, if you happen to be watching in the future, thank you for coming along on the journey of the things and whatnot. Obviously, the journey will continue, so I hope to catch you in the next one. And for those of you who are here in the current timeline, we're gonna find someone to raid. We'll find someone to wind down in a raid and whatnot. Tomorrow we are going to be doing Junk's channel points, Junk's channel point redeem of Stray Gods, which has been on the list for way longer than I have meant to. It's literally been on the list for like a year. Because it was one that we were gonna do in the streamathon, like, last summer. And then I played Wander Song. And then I didn't finish that, so then we didn't start Stray Gods. Only a year and a half, it's fine. I'm sorry, Junk. Thank you for being so patient. Thank you for being so patient. It is one that I actually want to, like, play the game, so that's why it took a little bit longer to fit into the queue of things, because I don't want to just play it for just an hour. I know you redeemed it for an hour, but we're going to play it for a bit longer. So I figured we'll play that tomorrow. We're going to see if, in theory, I guess it wouldn't be fixed for tomorrow. We'll see if the bed situation gets fixed here and whatnot. But I'm excited to play that tomorrow. In case you don't know what it is, it's literally like a game that is like Gods themed but also a musical. So I was not too worried, as I figured it was a game you want to do a full playthrough of, about 9-hour game. Yeah, I was like, it's also one that it's like, it's about, I guess, equivalent to what the expected length of like Wander Song was supposed to be. So it's like, I'm excited to check it out because God's musical stuff, and I'm here for it. I am here for it. Okay. Let me open up the Minesweeper. Oh goodness, the plate is on top of the mouse cord, so it's not moving. Excited for you to find and play it. I'm excited to check it out. So we're going to... YouTube is gone, they smell. Well, the thing is now with VODs going on YouTube, YouTube is always kind of here, at least in theory. It's just for like future editing purposes, which... I've been tossing around a couple ideas of how I would want to edit things that are like different than just the VOD edited down, if that makes sense. Like more of a highlighty kind of thing. YouTube still smells. Fair enough. Okay, that's not the button I want. I want the Minesweeper button. There we go. Also, hi, Spider. Hello. YouTube. YouTube. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I'm excited to play. It's just finding the time to do so. So as always, I'm excited for, you know, summer when we will have, you know, a few more stream hours to be able to account for some different things. I also have some really cool review keys that I have gotten that are for some cool looking games that I'm excited to check out with ya all. So I'm thinking as long as I'm up for it, we'll do a bonus stream on Sunday and just check out some review keys and things like that. Because I've got some fun ones that I'm excited to try out and share with you all. Oh, alright. I'm actually kind of impressed that my brain is doing this at the moment. I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that I'm talking at the same time and I'm just letting my brain muscle memory take over slightly. So it's not, like, overthinking it. I don't know. Between sleepy brain and unfocused brain, I'm impressed that I've made it this far. Okay. One of these has to be a bomb, which means it can't be that one. Okay. When's Nancy Drew? Nancy Drew is a wheel spin thing, so maybe actually soon? Because I'm kind of trying, I'm not like sticking to it strictly, but in terms of things, like I'm kind of trying to find a balance between doing channel point redeems and doing the wheel spins. I think, I'll double check the list, but I think in terms of stuff that is playthrough length, I think Nancy Drew is the next one on the list. Well, unless if we start Life is Strange as another really old channel point redeem. But I think those are the only two like game playthrough things that are on our like channel point wheel spin thing backlog. I'll double check though. What did Nancy draw? Great question. 1, 2, 4, 3. Okay. I thought I was gonna get stuck there, and I didn't. I'm proud of my brain at the moment. Cool. All right, let me see. Let me look at the list real quick just because I am curious. Okay, in terms of... Oh, I guess, okay, the other ones we have that I wasn't... Okay, the other games that we have that are in the queue for channel point things, that are playthrough things that I would just play the whole game, are ones that are shorter, which is why I guess I wasn't logging them. We have Gone Home and Year Walk, but both of those we could do in, like, Year Walk, the time to beat is like an hour and a half. So, like, that's one that won't take that long. Yeah, depending on vibes and just scheduling. Oh, Resident Evil 4 is in here too. I do owe you all a spooky stream. I think we're going to hold off on Resident Evil 4 for just a little bit longer though. I think I want to do the Nancy Drew one up in terms of wheel spin things. We've done a couple channel point redeem things, so I would probably do a wheel spin that's in the backlog next, and Nancy Drew would be one, I think. That would be, I think, the oldest wheel spin unlock, or one of them. A couple of the other ones we can combine, probably, in terms of things. Like, as weird as a combo it is, we could probably do the creative stream and DBD in one thing, if we wanted to. Like, we would do a, you know, because I'm not planning to play, like, DBD for, like, 5 hours or anything like that. That's absurd. I could do probably, like, 2 hours max of DBD. Looking forward to Stray Gods? Yes, I'm excited. We will be playing Stray Gods tomorrow. So if you want to be around for that, that will be around 5:30 Pacific time. If that's something you wish to hang out for. Let's go ahead and push this button. If you want to check out the socials, those are there. The VOD channel is really close to 100 subscribers. If you want to go subscribe over there if you haven't yet. Almost all of our VODs are over there. Everything from 2019 through I think July or August of 2024 is up there. So the rest of the stuff will be going up in the coming days. And then everything will be up to date over there all the time, which will be kind of snazzy. These bachelor party things, but enjoy Stray Gods, fair enough. Hopefully you have fun with the bachelor party things. Gone Home and Yearwalk are quite short and lonely, and I redeemed them pretty recently, so those can be done whenever. Both are fitting for spooky vibes too. But spooky okay. Yeah, like, and those ones, like, I don't know if I would want to do those both in one stream, but, like, those are, like, lengthwise, probably, like, if it's, you know, if we're doing, like, a 5-hour stream, could probably be done in one stream together. So, I try to make you all not wait for, like, half an eternity for things. Sometimes it just doesn't end up, working into the schedule. But coming into summer schedule, we'll have, literally an entire another day consistently of stuff and things to do. Our schedule for summer will be changing up a little bit. The tentative plan right now, obviously we'll test it out and see how we feel with it. We'll be changing our days around so me and Talarian can have weekends together during the summer. That gaming nights will be Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. And co-working streams earlier in the day, probably, you know, kind of morning-ish, would be Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, would be the thought. Possibly Wednesdays, but also the yoga class I like to go to is on Wednesday mornings, so that just kind of doesn't work schedule-wise. Cool. Let's go. Okay, actually, I'll let you all pick. Do we want to go to someone playing Dragon Age Veilguard? Or do we want to go to someone who is playing Fantasy Life? Do we want some looks like intense combat battle sequence? Or do we want calm chill? Yes, make sure you hydrate. Hydration is important. Hydration is important. You should definitely do the thing. All right. I see no opinions. You want to play Fantasy Life? Maybe we should go over there. I want to play Fantasy Life too. I'm not in a spot that I'm going to spend $60 on a game right now, but I really want to play it. It looks so fun. Okay, let's go over to Curry's stream. Let's do the thing. Let's go. If you have not seen Fantasy Life, it is super cozy. There's like 14 different lives. It's like classes that you get to have of, you know, like paladin and blacksmith and farming, and you know, you get all the different skills. It looks really fun and I want to try it out. But I have so many games that spending $60 on a game right now is not a thing. And if I want those kinds of vibes, I should go continue playing the Hello Kitty game is what I should go continue playing, because I haven't played that in like a month or so. So thank you all for hanging out tonight. I appreciate it. We'll be back to Final Fantasy X on Monday is the scheduled plan. So yeah, copy and paste that raid message. Doesn't have to have my emotes, whatever emotes you make you happy. Also, is anyone impressed that I immediately remembered to update the thing so it actually has the shorter hair me instead of the longer hair me? Even the short hair emote is not quite as short as this, but that's what I have, so it works. It's close enough. Very impressed, thank you. So, let's swap over here so we can stare at the cute penguin on our way out. Thank you all for chilling. I'll see you all real soon. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.